Democracy is non-negotiable. Welcome, YouTube family. This is another episode of our Fallout 4 gameplay exploration adventures. And as you can see, I'm at the airport, Boston's airport, and there is the Prydwen, the pride of the Brotherhood of Steel, which we have joined. I know, we're with the xenophobes. But Happy New Year! Because we are going to be using Liberty Prime to liberate the Commonwealth. Look at his Brotherhood badass right here. Look at that armor. That is fantastic. Say what you will about how this sector of the Brotherhood operates, but they got some really good-looking tech and some good-looking armor. And I'm actually super excited to start this Liberty Prime quest. I want to be doing this quest with Brodog. Look at him. He's got cute little Liberty colors on. He's got a little bandana. Alright, Dogmeat. Let's go, pal.
Let's go.
Nice. Alright, he's ready to go, and I am ready to go, so let's go ahead and set up our quest outside the wire. If you guys are new to the Massive family, or you haven't had a chance to check out our last live streams yet, do so. Well, not right now. We're doing this live. But some super cool stuff has happened and some really important stuff as far as our journey is concerned. We have reached the Institute. We have made our way inside. And I'm not going to give any spoilers about that. I'm going to try to refrain from any kind of spoilers as far as that's concerned. But, needless to say, the Brotherhood gave us some quests to perform and some missions to fulfill while we were inside of the Institute. And one of those missions was actually injecting a holotape into the Institute's computers, like ripping all the data we could and then delivering that to the Brotherhood, along with convincing one of the Institute's scientists to defect back to the Brotherhood, and that's exactly what we've done. Now we've got to report to Elder Maxon and give the holotape to Proctor Ingram. Let's do it. But first we gotta get back up there, and I know we can fast travel, but I want to take a vertibird. So let's head inside of the airport and let's take a vertibird back up to the Prydwen. And once again, welcome back, YouTube family. Hey, welcome Derek to the Massive family. He's a new guy to our Massive family. Welcome, man. It'd be cool if you were forced to eat dog meat to No! No way! No! I would not eat dog meat! I don't care how hungry I was! Hey, is this an ammo bag? Yes, it is! I don't care how hungry I was, I am not eating dog meat. I mean, if it was already chopped and, ready to cook, maybe, but that's only because I wouldn't want it to go to waste if, is already dead or something, but no! Never would I eat dog meat if, I have a choice about it, and, yeah, dogs are for pets, not for eating. I mean, I wouldn't want it to go to waste if there was already some dog meat prepared. The dog's already dead, why would you want the meat to go to waste? That just doesn't make any sense. But here we are on the Prydwen, and I don't see dog meat. Where did dog meat go? Oh boy. Brotherhood doesn't eat dog meat, right? Do they eat dogs? Yo, there he is. I see him. I actually see dog meat down there. That's really cool. One of the best things about Fallout is that the world is living. It's living. It's constantly in motion. It's constantly changing, even when you can't see it. I don't have anything with a scope, but you see that down there? Look at this. Look at this propeller strut. Wait until dog meat's gonna move out from underneath it. Yo, dog meat! Oh, shh! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, what? What? I almost fell off this thing and then dog meat, whoa! Oh, that's a human. Oh, I'm blind. I'm sorry, dog meat. I thought you were down there. Maybe he was and he just teleported to me. I gotta go into some X-Files slow-mo CSI style later after this live stream and make sure I'm not blind, because I'm pretty sure I saw Brodog down by that vertibird. Dog probably tastes like chicken, although you should never ever find that out. Let's go ask Elder Maxon. I'm sure he knows what dog meat tastes like.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
You ever eat dog meat, man? Oh, well, he's not gonna answer that. Kind of short when you're not in power armor. So, yeah, just give you guys a quick catch-up on what happened. Dr. Madison Lee was an extremely talented scientist that used to work with the Brotherhood of Steel. However, she defected, and she's been fearing for her life ever since, and she was convinced that the Brotherhood would hunt her down and take her out. So, I'm not completely convinced that they're not going to harm her.
Will she be harmed if she doesn't cooperate?
Absolutely not. We have big plans for Dr. Lee, including the resurrection of one of her greatest creations. The last thing we'd want to do is kill the Golden Goose. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Copy that. Well, the great Elder Maxon is satisfied with us. Looks like we're finally being welcomed into this xenophobic cult. Anyway, I think Proctor Ingram's up here, so I'm gonna wait. No, she's probably over here, isn't she? There's a quest marker right there. Let me find out what the quest marker's all about. Because outside the wire, that's where we gotta go. She's actually at the Boston airport, so we gotta go back out to the flight deck. Excuse me, I'm eating a mint right now. You see... Done. Delicious. It's one of those buttery mints. I thought that conversation was going to last a lot longer than it did, so I was like, oh, this is perfect. I have just enough time to eat this mint. Nope! Oh, it was cut off. It was cut off short, and I had to crunch the beautiful buttery mint, and it was awful. One does not simply chew on a delicious buttery mint like those that you get from Chick-fil-A. You don't do that. That's disrespectful. You suck on the mint until it's dissolved, and the buttery mintiness, just slides down your throat and lubricates everything. It's delicious. It's a process. You just don't walk in and chew on it. And unfortunately, I was compromised. There's nothing else I could do. I had no other choice. This is a long loading screen. We've reported to Elder Maxon that Madison Lee is returning to the Brotherhood of Steel. However, we have not yet given the data tape to Proctor Ingram, which is what we are doing right now. We're on our way. She is stationed at the Boston airport. Brodog! Yo, Brodog! You gotta keep up, boy! Come on! Come on! Oh, he's silly. Yo, Proctor Ingram! I got your holotape right here.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. It's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
Can you, face me or something? Thank you. Just a little disrespectful, you know what I mean? I just grabbed you this holotape from the goddamn Institute. You people didn't even know how to find the Institute before. Wow, is that gray hair? That is a lot of gray hair that I don't remember seeing before. Oh, this Institute business has really tired you out, huh?
Yoo-hoo. Anyone in there?
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
What do you hope to find on there?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Not a whole lot. It's been pretty shrouded in secrecy. But he has told me it'll win the war.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
So the Prydwen isn't built for fighting. That's interesting. I actually thought that was like a last resort thing that was always built into the Pridwin.
This
Like,
storage
if
bay
it needed
full
to,
of
it could become a...
parts is what's left of Liberty Prime.
Oh
The Brotherhood
my
used it in
goodness.
the capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
My God. Ladies and gentlemen, my YouTube family, we're here.
In order to get... Before
Whoa.
you run off, maybe you should listen to your orders. This robot isn't going to build itself.
Sorry, I got excited. I got ahead of myself. I tried to walk away to look at more Liberty Prime stuff like this. Is this a hand? Anyway, she pulled me back. What is it you need, Proctor?
Ingram?
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
I figured. It's gonna take a miracle. Look at this thing. I was actually there, believe it or not. I was there for the Battle of the Capital Wasteland. I saw Liberty Prime. Yeah, I saw it in action. It's true. All of it.
It'll take a miracle to get this pile of junk operational.
You think he looks rough now? You should have seen him when I unsealed the salvage crates filled with his parts. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Well, you're in luck, Proctor. I've already done that. Well, I guess we gotta speak to Madison Lee and inform her exactly what she'll be working on. We've already done the work of convincing her to come back to the Brotherhood. The xenophobic racist organization that is the Brotherhood. But still, it's worth it for Prime. You know, this, he's an old friend. Liberty Prime. Back in the days of the Capital Wasteland, things were a lot simpler. Wasn't as much of a gray area as things are now, here in the Commonwealth. It'll be good to have reason, once again. And this big guy back at my side, yo, this is Liberty Prime, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, this is Liberty Prime in Fallout 4's engine. Oh, she's short. Actually, no, I've got power armor on, I keep forgetting that. So this is where they're building him, inside of the airport, in this little wing, with garage doors. That is all that's keeping this huge secret? A garage door? Can you talk to me, buddy? Talk to me, buddy! Hey, don't do that, this is face!
Hey,
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
It's a pretty random bit of information, but thank you. Oh, what's on this terminal? Let's see that. Oh, airport warehouse terminal. We could have hacked this, I guess, at some point earlier, but we didn't. We had somebody ask in the chat room, yo, Massive, new to the family, what kind of games do we play here? Well, we do Battlefront streams a lot. We do Rainbow Six, we do Fallout 4, Just Cause 3. From time to time, we do GTA 5. What else? What else? We love games. There's all kinds of different games that we play. I like a variety in life. Where's Dr. Lee? Oh, she's on the Pridwin, isn't she? Yes, she is. Alright, let's head up there. But speaking of my massive family, it's time for some shoutouts. And I'm going to be doing a shoutout challenge to begin with, and we'll try to do these every loading screen. The shoutout challenge, for those of you that are new, I do as many shoutouts as I can in one breath. Alright, here we go. Gotta do your breathing exercises first. Don't want to faint or anything. Faint from doing shoutouts, my goodness. Shout out to Friendship Empire, shout out to Derek Sandoval, shout out to Alex L, shout out to Joe Put, shout out to Alex Taylor, Yanni Van Ho, King Gaming, Little Light, Tyler Simmons, shout out to Grady Thompson, shout out to Your Destiny 2.0, shout out to Daniel, shout out to Lego Stop Motion, shout out to Cherry Pie, shout out to Jovan, shout out to Yusuf, shout out to Tobias, shout out to Noah, shout out to Adam, shout out to Connor, and shout out to God Gaming. Shout out to Victor and Jelly Escaper. Oh boy. Whew. Yeah. That's fun. I think my record so far for shout out challenge is like 35 shout outs in one, which is pretty good, but we're working on getting it to like, I don't know, maybe we could do 50. Hey, New Year's resolution, by the way. Merry New Year's, massive family, or what is it? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, massive family. I've got a New Year's resolution. Raise my shout-out score in the shout-out challenge from, like, 32, I think it is, to 50. Can I do it?
I must commend.
Can we do it? Maybe.
Dr. Lee.
Alright, we gotta find Madison Lee. Where is Dr. Madison Lee? I actually don't see any quest markers around here. Oh, wait. I'm seeing them on the minimap. Or my, there she is. Guess it didn't take that much searching after all.
Working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Why won't you help us with Liberty Prime?
I originally left the Brotherhood because I was tired of being stepped on and used. First, there was the water purification project, designed to freely benefit the entire capital Wasteland. Even though the Brotherhood allowed it to be activated, they wanted to control it. But that wasn't enough. They forced me to help design Liberty Prime. Turned my work into a weapon of war. I had enough, so I left. It's as simple as that.
Sometimes war is necessary. A necessary evil, if you will. But I don't think the Brotherhood's war is a necessary evil. So I agree with her here, but we're actually a triple agent, so let's convince her to save the Commonwealth with Liberty Prime.
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Damn, I almost feel bad for making her trust us. But she got played. She got played, bro! Did you see that? Did you see that? We're a triple agent, and we just got Dr. Madison Lee to work on Liberty Prime. Now, if you guys are wondering what I mean by a triple agent, well, for a few streams now...
Nice work bringing Dr. Lee back into the fold.
You're working on that perfect piece of metal that really doesn't need any... Well, what are you doing? Yo, I think this guy's slacking off and he's just pretending he's working. Look at that. He's just making sparks. That's it. That's it. Oh. Anyway.
Take a look.
All of my
for a few streams now, we've been a bit of a triple agent. We've been playing the Railroad, the Brotherhood of Steel, the Institute, and even the... What are they called? The Watchers? Oh, boy. I never did any of the quests with Preston. And the Minutemen. There we go. I need to do some Minutemen quests. I've never done any Minutemen quests. Anyway, we've been playing the Minutemen and the Railroad and the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute against each other, and basically just working them all to our own gain, which is a lot of fun, but it's starting to catch up to us. We're having to make some pretty heavy decisions, and that's why we're actually with the Brotherhood right now. Whoa. Elder Maxon isn't here. That's kind of weird. Yo, Brodog, can you sniff him out for me? Brodog says he's not smelling anything, and I don't know where Elder Maxon went. That's pretty creepy. So Elder Maxon, for those of you guys that don't know, is this creepy head of this section of the Brotherhood of Steel. Not all sections of the Brotherhood of Steel are good. I mean, the Capital Wasteland one was pretty good, but apparently the sect of Brotherhood of Steel that's near California is not the best Brotherhood of Steel. They're a little shifty and shady. And I think that this one is a little shifty and shady too. I mean, wow, look at that fog. They're xenophobic, they're racist, and they're really controlling. They don't like freedom. They say they like freedom, but they like their own version of freedom that they control. I've heard that the Minutemen are actually the, good of the Wasteland. I don't know. We have a couple people in the comments section right now talking about the Minutemen. I've heard that they're the best ending in terms of what's actually good for the Wasteland. Brodog is a saboteur. Damn right! Damn right! Yo, I love it when we're going after, like, I don't know, a ghoul or a raider. I tell Brodog to sick him, and he does. He, like, grabs the leg, bites him, and holds him down until I can get a good headshot. It's beautiful. I love that little teamwork that we've got going on. He is a true bro, and he is our pal. I'm not ever gonna let anything happen to Brodog. I swear, if this game makes Brodog die, for whatever reason, whoa. What the heck? Yo, what happened to Prime? You smell anything, Brodog? Alright, Brodog says that this smells like metal. It's very helpful, Brodog. What about this? What about this thing? Yeah, it does smell like it's painted red and white. Alright, he means well, and I really appreciate him trying to help, but he's not being helpful. We're just gonna have to find Liberty Prime ourselves. Oh, crap. We just did. Look at this. So they are actually building Liberty Prime right now. We are in the assembly process. Dr. Madison Lee was finally convinced to help us out on this thing. And he's actually a lot taller than I remembered. Looks like Elder Maxon is overseeing the whole process. Maxon! Oh, wait, that's not him. Oh, that's embarrassing. Sorry, Proctor Ingram, I totally didn't think that you were the, Elder Maxon, leader of the Brotherhood guy.
Proctor.
Wow.
Just a
things
good
are
joke.
off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
You know what? I bet Madison Lee is gonna sabotage this thing. Maybe not, but it's just a sneaky suspicion I've got.
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Never heard of those.
I'd be surprised if you had. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth.
Damn good
We've
idea.
already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Damn it! 4? Ah! Oh, you people! Just because I'm really good at doing fetch quests doesn't mean you should always send me on a fetch quest. What does this big red button do? Power transfer switch. Huh. Yo, your big red button's broken? I don't know if you guys want to do it.
Actuators yet? Liberty
No,
Prime
I've been
isn't
standing
going
right
far
here. Of
without
course I
it
don't
on
have
the
anything with the
legs.
actuators yet. Jesus! These people! Yo, the Brotherhood, it's gotta be the most literal, faction in the Wasteland. I don't think I've met a faction in the Wasteland that's more literal than the Brotherhood of Steel. I mean, seriously. I'm still standing there and she's like, so, did you have any luck with the magnet actuators yet? No? I'm gonna work on it. Jeez, just give me a second. Alright, so we've got to go to a hospital, and I'm gonna spawn us over here so we can head into the hospital with complete safety. I don't want to spawn in the middle of a bunch of super mutants. Hospitals are a very popular location for super mutants. Why? I don't know, but it makes total sense to me that we'd find some high-powered magnets in a hospital. I mean, just look at those MRIs and the DUIs, all those machines. They always got magnets. Magnets! It's like, they're like magic. They make health stuff work. Yeah, Fallout 4 is a single-player game. I don't think there's ever been a Fallout multiplayer game. Maybe Van Buren, which almost, I think, was a multiplayer game. Fallout Van Buren. Maybe it was Fallout Tactics. But yeah, Fallout 4 is a single-player game. And speaking of single-player games, something I'm super excited for is... Wow, it's still foggy. I don't like fog. Anyway, I am so excited for a single-player Star Wars game. Like... I can't even express my excitement for that right now. If we could get something Shadows of the Empire-esque quality with the Frostbite engine in 2016, that would just be an absolute dream come true. Looks like this is the direction we have to head for the hospital. I'm gonna keep my gun out just in case we find any ghouls. You never know what you're gonna find. This is a wasteland. Post-apocalyptic wasteland. We find ghouls, super mutants, raiders. Oh crap. Looks like ghouls are on the menu today, boys. Let's go for a headshot. Nice. Beautiful, look at that headshot. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, that was a gut shot right there. Nice. Nice, yo, we whoa. This person just slumped over. They know my power. They know not to tempt danger with me. Seriously though, watch this. He's gonna attack me. Bam, he's shocked because I've got Tesla coils on my armor. Those Tesla coils prevent melee attacks from hurting me, and they also do a lot of damage at the same time. So it's super effective. It's like having Squirtle go up against Pikachu, and in this case I'm Pikachu and there's Squirtle. Yo, where's this hospital anyway? It's so damn foggy outside. Oh great. We got another feral ghoul. Whoa! Where is this thing? There it is. And another one just stumbles over. I gotta watch my little compass at the bottom of the screen. Oh, I know where the hospital is. It's just down this road. I really can't see more than 10 feet in front of me right now. Yeah. We're almost there. We're pretty close. I'm pretty sure this is the hospital that's completely infested with super mutants. Luckily, I've got plenty of ammunition, but they're still gonna scare the crap out of me. Guns at the ready. Yes. Show them the power of the dark side. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I was talking about... Oh my god, I have never been to the high school before. That is completely new. Is that the high school back there? Wow. That's an interesting looking high school. But this, right here, this, I believe, is the hospital. And holy crap. That is a big-ass hospital. My goodness. Well, we do need 4 high-powered magnets, so it makes sense it would be a, like, gargantuan hospital that we'd have to infiltrate. We haven't even been here before, guys. This is awesome. Alright, let's head inside. Like I was saying, though, 2016, single-player Star Wars game. I want to experience that with you guys, and I'm hoping we get that. I did play the Force Unleashed series. I preferred the first one, but the second one was still a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the intro. Massive, what's your best legendary weapon? Probably my explosive rifle. I've got that fully upgraded, and it's super effective. Hey, Nuka-Cola. It's not ice cold, but it still works. I keep pressing B, because that's what crouch is in Star Wars Battlefront. And I'm pretty sure that's crouch in Rainbow Six Siege as well. But, it's not crouch here! It's actually pressing down on the stick. That is crouch. It's not circle or B. That is pulling out my Pip-Boy, which I do all too often. Damn, this game looks great. You take that desk fan. I love this game. I forget how much I love Fallout until I'm playing it. I really do. It's so good. Oh crap, that is a nurse handy. Yo guys, we actually haven't seen a functional nurse handy yet. Is she hostile? I can't tell. She's like coming at me pretty fast. Well, my Tesla armor was too much for her. Yo, I think Tesla armor is actually pretty OP. Anyway, let's keep moving. We gotta find these magnets. Giant magnets. Let's see if we can find some MRI machines. Or something. That's just a bathroom. We don't need that. Although, we do have some stim packs here. Sweet! Good stuff. Yo, bro dog, let me know if you sniff anything suspicious or possibly helpful. Alright, let's head up. Someone just said bacon. I'm not sure why, but I do love bacon. Bacon is delicious! I really like thick cut bacon. Well, you know what? I like both kinds of bacon. But, when I cook my bacon, I always use a waffle iron. Give it a try if you got a waffle iron. Seriously, it's delicious. It evenly cooks both sides of the bacon, like simultaneously, so it's faster as well. And it's the perfect amount of crispness because of the design of a waffle iron. It's got even heat distribution, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and it's delicious. The bacon also looks kind of cute because it's like, you know, it's got the square imprints on it. Oh, yo, look at this! Yo, there I go with the B button. You see this? This is an EMT Protectron. He's got shockers. He's got shockers on his hands. Bam! Yo, he's actually pretty scary. Look at this. That's actually kind of terrifying. Headshots are not doing too much damage. Oh, luckily we got Tesla coils. It is unreal how OP these Tesla coils are. Like, anything that's attacking us is guaranteed to perish. Oh, look, another nurse handy. Anything that's attacking us is guaranteed to perish thanks to our armor. Oh, that's odd. It's actually a Mr. Handy voice inside of the Nurse Handy body. Nurse Handy is supposed to be a woman, but it sounds just like Mr. Handy, and that's really weird. Is this the morgue? Oh, sick. That looks like the morgue. You know, this thing's actually not trying to protect me, so I'm just gonna keep walking. It's just kind of slowly. Oh, crap. You done screwed up? Yo, you can't go after Brodog like that. I will not stand for that. If they go after Brodog, they're going after me too. Hey, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Alright, where do we need to go for this? I should start watching my quest markers, I guess. This is kind of strange. There's an elevator at the end of a hallway. Usually they're just inside of hallways. Let's look at our local map. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the local map is actually pretty helpful. Let's see, we need to head out of this hallway and go to the right. Alright, let's head out and go to the right. Stimpack massive! You know, that's a good idea. We got 31 Stimpacks, so I really don't need to be stingy or anything. Just use them! It's far, far better than dying. Wasting a few Stimpacks. Who cares? Hey, duct tape, sweets! You always want to be picking up these different materials that you could be using for crafting or weapons modifications. And I don't even see where I'm supposed to be. Maybe it's another floor. Okay, so that's one objective right there, right? Yeah, one objective is the elevator. Another objective is a door somewhere. And where is this door? Looks like it'll be on this side. It's above me. There it is. Sometimes it's a little difficult to navigate with your compass. Not sure how I get up there. You know what? I'm just gonna take this elevator. Maybe it'll lead us somewhere, maybe it won't. Let's just do some exploring. Why am I even using a GPS on a Pip-Boy like 200 years after the apocalypse? Inside of a hospital! How accurate could my Pip-Boy GPS be inside of a hospital 200 years after the apocalypse? Yeah, look at that. We just need to do some exploring, because look, the objective is like right below us. All we gotta do is find some space to drop down. And there's plenty of drugs, because this is a former hospital, which is just glorious. Hey, a television. That no longer works. I don't know what I expected. May as well check every room. What is this gonna be? That's a radio. Nice! We got another desk fan, and we got some first aid materials. Alright, that is it. We gotta drop downstairs. Lucky for us, there's been a bit of structural damage. Not sure what caused that. Actually, that's a little unsettling. But I'm just gonna keep my gun at the ready. You know, if there's a simian behemoth down here or something, I'll be ready for him. I got a fat man, I got missile launchers, and I've got a crap ton of ammunition. Your voice is like bacon. Thank you, Jacob. Seriously, man, thank you. That's a pretty damn cool compliment. Massive, you take out of the power suit's core right before it runs out, you can sell it for the same amount as a full one. Oh, damn, that's a good one, Will. Alright, so Will just dropped a really hot tip. If your fusion core is about to, like, completely be drained, take it out of your power armor and sell it, because it's the same value as it is for a full one. And that's just great. That's great. I bet the developers didn't even think of that. That's clever. Alright, that room's clean. I'm half expecting, like, some sort of reanimated body to pop up and scare the shit out of me. Pardon my French. Looks like that's the foyer. This place sure is big. Oh my goodness, another elevator. Well, I guess we may as well try it. This building is a bit of a maze. Oh, this one's bringing us down. Nice! Holy crap! You know, what am I doing? What am I doing? I just canceled my grenade throw. Because I shouldn't even attack these things. Look at that. They're completely fine with me. I just can't get too close, otherwise I'll accidentally shock them with my armor. If they hurt Brodog, though, they're dead. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. Let's head upstairs. Where on that suit will the fan fit? I have no idea. I stuffed it in my pocket somewhere. Just don't pay attention. Dr. Handy. Holy crap! Dr. Handy MD! Yo, I did not know that a Mr. Handy could be a medical doctor. Okay, the Protectrons are now coming after me because I did kill a doctor. But to be fair, that doctor tried to kill me first. It was self-defense! Self-defense is not a treatable medical disease. Yes, thank you, Protectron. Come on! One more headshot. Or not. Maybe a melee. Beautiful! Alright, hopefully there's not a lot of MDs trying to come after me. 1 high-powered pre-war magnet out of 4. Actually, I think. What is that? Oh, I can construct the rest. Sweet! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have found what we need from this hospital. We can now hightail it out of here. All we have to do is find the exit. Yo, Brodog! I don't see where you are, but I'm just gonna trust that you're near the exit. Please don't be somewhere I'm not expecting, boy. I think we lost Brodog. Oh no. Can't decide what to watch, Fallout or the Twilight Zone Marathon. Holy crap! Yo, there's a Twilight Zone Marathon going on right now? Oh my god. Oh, is that the yearly Twilight Zone Marathon? That's because of the new year? I have no idea why it's because of the new year. I don't know. I don't know what the Twilight Zone has to do with the new year, but I absolutely love the Twilight Zone. So if you got a chance to do that, do both. Just do both. Twilight Zone, Fallout at the same time. In fact, if there was a Twilight Zone made today, who knows? Maybe that would be an episode. Beyond this door... He's British, oh my goodness. Beyond this door, you'll find another dimension. Beyond that of space and time. That dimension is... the Twilight Zone. A massive family member was watching the Twilight Zone Marathon on television and watching a Fallout 4 live stream at the same time on New Year's Eve. What happens next? You'll have to watch to find out. Where are we right now? Oh, we are on top of the hospital. That's pretty badass. Looks like this is actually the parking garage of the hospital. Yo, let's check out the parking garage before we continue. Always love parking garages. This one's pretty fortifiable. Crap. Doors latched shut from the other side. We're gonna have to find another way in. Oh, you know what I just realized? That exit is not supposed to be accessible from the outside of the building. You're supposed to have to... I think. I don't know, dog found something. I'm losing my train of thought. I thought I had something, but I don't think I actually have something. And there's a department store right here! Yes! Alright, yo, there's nothing I love more than abandoned department stores. barred from the other side. For some reason, it wants us to access the parking garage first.
What is it?
Oh, crap. You see that? You see that right there? That's a super mutant suicide bomber. He's got a mini nuke attached to himself. I'm gonna shoot the mini nuke.
Huh? What's that?
Crap! Oh, it's too late! Oh, it's too late! Oh, no. Oh, no! Yeah, there he is, there he is.
Let's go!
Holy crap! Alright, so, I don't know if my bullet hit him or what, but that mini nuke just detonated. Oh, there's another one! Okay. Okay, is he coming up the stairs? I can't tell. Oh, he is coming up the stairs! Oh, no! Oh, that is bad! No! No! Just stay away from me! Stay away from me! Oh, man. Oh, god damn it! There's a nuke coming after us, guys. There's a nuke, and it's a mutant that's looking to suicide himself. Come on. Oh, yeah! Did you see that? Yo, that was a crack shot. I am blinded. I am blinded, and I need medical attention. Alright. I'll just use a stim pack. That should heal us up enough. Was that a grenade? Someone's tossing grenades at us. But did you see that? That was such a nice pistol shot. We were just aiming down the sights for a brief second, fired off the pistol almost immediately, and BAM! We happened to hit the mini nuke in his hand. That was badass, man. One more headshot, come on. Is he just running away now? Yeah, he was. Unbelievable. And you call yourself a super mutant. Alright, nice. Good grenade, good grenade. You know what, let's get the hell out of here. Apparently this department store is now run by super mutants. Suddenly, I am far less curious about this parking garage, but we're still gonna check it out anyway. How the hell do we get inside? Wait, here's a door. It says one way. Oh great, there's rat roaches. This is a pretty creepy maze. What? Alright, you know what? You know what? That we're gonna have to save this for another time. We'll have to save this for another time. Cop out, I know, but we need to come back to this area. I think what I stumbled upon has some significance with the area, so I don't want to spoil any of that. We gotta get back to the Pridwin and Liberty Prime. Alright, so, welcome YouTube family. Those of you just joining up on us, we have actually got a super powerful magnet to build some power actuators or something like that. Basically, we are building a power source for Liberty Prime. We are bringing Liberty Prime back online. I'm going to use it to liberate the Commonwealth. That is our mission. We need to do another exploration video, a no spoilers exploration video. And yeah, we need to go back to this area right here. Do not let me forget. Do not let me forget. Department store, hospital, exploration live stream. Bam. We need to do this. But first, we need to go back to our original mission, Liberty Prime. It has a bunch of traps. Really? The parking garage maze? Oh my god, I want to go back to it right now. Stop tempting me! Massive was seduced by the dark side of the Force. Massive found a parking garage in the Commonwealth, and the dark side seduced him. It called to him, Massive, forget about Liberty Prime. Massive, forget about your quest. Go into the maze. Don't do an exploration live stream. Don't come back to the department store. Do it now, Massive. The voice is... Get out of my head! So tempting. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna push it out of my head. Let's do this quest. We gotta find these, electromagnetic actuators. Whatever the heck that is. Looks like we can just build that in the workshop area, which is right over here. This is actually where we built the portal to the Institute, which I'm kind of shocked that Brotherhood hasn't used yet. Oh, here it is. Here's the workshop. Alright. Activate that. There it is. Electromagnetic actuators. Hey, beautiful. Look at that. We built 5 of them. We're supposed to build 4 of them. Can't even scrap it. I built a useless electromagnetic actuator. Oh, that's fantastic. That's just great. We wasted it! At least we got, we got an extra in case Proctor Ingram screws up. Yo, Ingram! I wasn't too keen on your Brotherhood mechanics. I have a feeling you guys would screw up, so I just built you an extra power actuator just in case you need it. Oh my god, I just realized it doesn't show legs. So, I thought there was just something wrong with her legs, but no, she actually, she is a, full amputee. She's an actual 100% amputee. She doesn't have any legs. They're not just not working, she doesn't have them. She is forced to use that power armor. Man, that sucks. At least she has the power armor, though.
Proctor Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to...
Where are you going? We're almost done with Prime.
I wasn't going anywhere. I was just standing right here. What the heck's wrong with you? Yo, you need to take a chill. Why you so on edge, Ingram?
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words...
Oh, hell no! No, I am not building nukes!
But before you give
No!
up hope, there's actually a silver lining here.
What is wrong with
Dr.
you
Quinn has
people?
located some
What is wrong with you? You want me to build nukes?
Which
The
is used as a
fuck?
nuclear weapons
Excuse
storage
me.
facility.
Jesus.
We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
Oh, of course it is. The glowing sea will let me just strap on my power armor and go over there. Nukes. All right, so these people are xenophobic, they're racist, and they're power mongers. Like they are control freaks. All right, and they expect me to build nukes for them. I already built you a death robot. Why do you want nukes that he can throw like footballs? Whew. We just had a comment in the chat room say that I could hack Liberty Prime to have it attack the Institute instead, or hack the Brotherhood instead of attacking the Institute. I am seriously considering this right now. I do not trust nukes in the hands of these extremists. I am a triple agent, so to keep up appearances, sure.
Hey, we're talking here, right?
Yeah, that's right, Proctor Ingram. I love how you remind me how we're talking in our conversations. I have always loved that, which is why I'm on your side. I'll head out there. I'll do your dirty work for you.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Oh boy.
Rearming Prime with nukes should get him back to full fighting potential.
Yeah, some of you guys in the comments right now, I like your style. It's time to execute an order for the Brotherhood. It's just not the order they're expecting. Execute Order 66 on the Brotherhood of Steel. Seriously though, I'm gonna say hi to my pal, Liberty Prime, because it's not Liberty's fault. He's just tossing nukes like a football, you know. Democracy is non-negotiable. Stuff like that. It's not his fault he's being used by these people that hate synthetic life forms. Go the distance. The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, baseball. That's the one constant through all the years, Liberty Prime. Baseball. Glad we had this little talk. Oh, shit! There weren't stairs! These are the stairs! Alright, so the stairs on that side, elevator on this side. Very fancy. Okay, I get it now, Oopsie! No more big mistakes like that from me. Oh, what the hell am I supposed to be doing anyway? I'm supposed to be getting something for... Oh my god. I'm supposed to be making nukes for the Brotherhood. I completely forgot about that. Alright! Where is Scribe Halen exactly? Holy crap, Scribe Halen is all the way out here. I should have been listening to Proctor, but instead I was reading the chat room instead of listening to Proctor Ingram. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, he does kind of look like RoboCop, doesn't he? He's got the same visor, the Cyclops look. Liberty and Optimus Prime? I don't know. Optimus Prime is more for the peace of everyone. Liberty Prime is more for the peace of Brotherhood's version of America. Not that that's not cool. It's pretty cool, but, you know. That's it. What is your all-time favorite Star Wars film? Empire Strikes Back. Oh crap, this is Vault 95. I remember Vault 95. This is not where we're supposed to go. This is a very dangerous... Yep! Oh god, there they are. We're being chased down by Assaultrons. I think 3 Assaultrons, Protectrons, Raiders, and all kinds of other crap. I'm just gonna start running. Hopefully I can run far... Nope, look at that. The eye of the Assaultron just fired off at us. And that beam from that eye is enough to kill us in one hit. That's why the sky turned red. The sky was glowing red because that's how dangerous it is. And on top of that, I got a blowfly, just to add insult to injury. Nice. Still, the blowfly is, or bloatfly, I should say, is weak enough where I can kill it in one hit. Nice. If I can hit it. That's the only trouble. You see, he's floating and flying in the air. So it's a little difficult to actually get a fix on that guy. Oh, that's where she is. See, I wanted to spawn a little bit away from her. I didn't want to spawn right on top of her on the objective, because in case we couldn't trust this woman, this Brotherhood of Steel. Oh wow, it's an actual little outpost. All right. Anyway, I've got a little look on the scribe. I'm pretty sure we can trust him. I'm gonna make a new save just in case we can't, because remember, we are a triple agent. We're not just working for the Brotherhood. We're working for the Institute, the Railroad, and the Minutemen. All at the same time. Can't be too careful.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say that.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
Don't underestimate the Institute, especially with teleporter technology at their disposal.
Don't worry. We won't let any of them run us out of there. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Wow, look at this thing. This is new. This looks brand spanking new. That is beautiful. We were playing on the Xbox One version of the game, by the way, not PC. What does she say? Oh god, I can't remember the conversation. In 1924, I posed for another sculpture. It was a nude rock. It depicted me singing Deep River.
Doesn't sound.
Ah, no. Not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Good. Alright, she bought it. She bought it! Yo, Brodog, come on. Actually, you know what? Brodog should probably stay behind. In his cute little bandana. You see that little bandana he's got on? Get over here, Brodog. Come on, boy. Let's go, pal. I don't know. If he stays behind, I'm gonna let him. Because, honestly, the glowing sea is probably no place for a dog. Oh, great. Acid rain. You see that in the distance? That fog, that mist? That's radiation. This is the glowing sea. Arguably the most dangerous place in the Commonwealth. Whoa. And already we've encountered a rad scorpion! Which is very creepily. Oh god! It was faking me out. It was standing still. Oh, that is nasty! Yo, is that another rad scorpion in the distance? I could swear I just saw one burrow beneath the ground. Look at that, look at that. Oh, crap! Yo, it's stuck up on me! Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm not equipped to deal with this. Brodog, help me, please! Anything! Nice. I really like the kickback of this Magnum 44. One blast from this thing just sends that rad scorpion flying. Tell me, you gotta ask yourself one thing. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? The 44 Magnum handgun. The most powerful handgun in the world. Powerful enough to blow a man's head clean off. It really is, though. This thing is, well, it's technically not the most powerful handgun in the world anymore, but it used to be. And for damn good reason. This thing is incredible. And it looks badass. Dogmeat is the only guy you can trust, bro. That's true. That's true. I can only trust Dogmeat. Of all the things in this Commonwealth, all the people that I've met, aside from my massive family, the only one that we can trust is Dogmeat. Maybe Nick Valentine, but it's Dogmeat. And baseball. America's true pastime. Baseball. Jeez, I'm starting to sound like President Eden. Well, we are making our way through the glowing sea to go for a very dangerous objective, one that Eden would enjoy. Eden would love what we're doing right now. We are, actually no he wouldn't. He doesn't like the Brotherhood. He does like nukes. He does like nukes, he does like weapons, he does like supremacy. Which is exactly the mission that we're taking over. This is a mission he could respect, I guess I should say. We are heading through the glowing sea to find this secret. Oh my god! What? No! No! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a super duper mart in the glowing sea. Holy crap. Yo, is this new? Because I have never seen this before. I have never seen this before. This is the first time I am seeing a super duper mart in the glowing sea. And I am ecstatic because the super duper mart is actually my favorite. It's my favorite thing in Fallout. It really is. Oh, I love it. It's one of the first things I found in Fallout 3 was a super duper mart. After the super duper mart, I found the high school. Or elementary school. Whatever it was. But that's the order in which I found things. Super duper mart was first. And I thought, you know, it makes sense. I need to survive out here. I should find some food at the super duper mart. Anyway, second place I found was the high school. So those are two very memorable things for me. But I keep getting off track. Let me backtrack here. We're going to avoid that herd of mole rats to our right and continue going to this bunker that holds nuclear material and nuclear bombs. That is Liberty Prime's main armament, nuclear bombs. So we're going to try to gather that for him and fully load him out and equip him, and then he can use those bombs against the Institute or however we see fit. I don't know, we haven't decided yet. Bloatflies are out. Nasty little things. Yo, he had some bottle caps on him for some reason. I could also, like, de-shell him and take away his insectile bug shell and, like, keep his meat on me for cooking. I'm not going to do that, however, because I got plenty of bloatfly meat already cooked, but it's not a bad idea to keep some extra on you. Nuke everything! That's exactly what the Brotherhood of Steel intends to do. Don't you worry about that. Have you been to Suffolk County School yet? I have not. That may be the school that we actually passed by in this live stream a little earlier. Holy crap, there it is. Looks like some Promethean artifact. But it's not. It's actually a man-made nuclear silo. This is exactly what we needed to find. Now, what we're gonna find in there, I'm not sure. I mean, I think all the ghouls are dead, but if they've respawned, we're gonna have one hell of a time with them. Still, there's no two ways around this. This is the only site in Boston, the only site in the Commonwealth, that's got enough nuclear payload that we need. Why is Bill Cosby here? He's on... Bill Cosby's in the chat room, really? Oh, there he is, Bill Cosby! Hey, Bill, you mind if I borrow some of your wine and your wine tabs? Yes, this New Year's Eve tonight, Bill. Looking for some plans, if you don't mind. Yeah, Brodog is impervious to radiation. He's got these cool-ass shades on, you see that? Oh, he's too cool to let you see his sunglasses, but... There he is. There he is. Brodog smiles upon you. May your bones have good calcium today. Seriously. Those shades are too cool, the radiation's like, I can't do anything about this. I can't touch this dog, he's too cool. He's like Joe Cool, but instead of being Snoopy, he's Fallout Dog, man. Brodog. That was just a bunch of words. Just a bunch of words crammed into a sentence. It's not the usual sentence, you know, every sentence is just a bunch of words crammed into a sentence, you know, for sure, definitely. But that was words just crammed into a sentence in such a way that you were able to tell it's a bunch of words. You're not tricking me, Massive. That's a bunch of words just crammed into a sentence. What are you trying to feed me here? Junk sentences? The junk food of sentences? Sorry about that. Those are the Mickey D's of sentences right there. Of course, though, you know, that sentence that I concocted on top of the original Mickey D's sentence is like... Oh, it's like the Pizza Hut of sentences. It's worse than the Mickey D's of sentences. It is the Pizza Hut of sentences, and I'm just stringing it along here. It is now the Kraft mac and cheese of sentences. I'm gonna stop that hole that I'm digging myself. Well, let's just backtrack from that. I'm gonna wipe my mind clean of everything that just happened. My brain hurts now. Jesus Christ, Massive. This is what we're going to be arming Liberty Prime with. He's going to be tossing these things out like footballs, handing out democracy to everybody that he sees. How we get him to Liberty Prime, I'm not exactly sure. I'm just going to try to follow these quest markers. That is a dead end. I'm not actually seeing where we're supposed to go right now. Locate the Mark 28 nuke stockpile. Maybe that's on a local map. What is this? Talk to McCready. Do I have multiple quests right now? Let me check if I have multiple quests. I do not. I just have one quest engaged. I'm just gonna start exploring a little bit. Surely we'll find what we need if we just wander around. Shoot that bomb! Oh, I'm gonna quick save first. And I'm not gonna shoot it with my pistol. I'm gonna shoot it with my fat man. Look at that, we got 12 mini nukes! Bro, hey. Get behind me. Not that it would make any difference if I actually detonate this nuke, but still. Oh boy. Thank God. Alright, so nuclear bombs are not manufactured to actually be able to detonate if you just willy-nilly shoot at them. They've got a special detonator inside. And luckily that detonator did not go off, otherwise me and Brodog would be dead. I mean, look, these walls are made to withstand a nuclear blast. So we would have this blast just echoing back and forth, like, against us, between the walls and our bodies, just back and forth until our, like, bodies were vaporized, and this entire structure was blown out from the inside. Embrace the democracy, or you shall be eradicated! I love Liberty Prime quotes. They're just so straightforward and to the point. You know exactly what kind of guy Liberty Prime is. If you had an OkCupid profile, you'd be like, yeah, I know who he is. I can swipe left, I can swipe right. Instantaneously, you know. I think my favorite Liberty Prime quote is the, democracy is non-negotiable. That's a great quote. I swear I have not been drinking yet. I did not start New Year's Eve early. But happy New Year's Eve to those of you guys that are still, like, on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to those of you that have already experienced it. I hope you guys are enjoying it, but, you know, enjoying it a little safely. Don't get too crazy tonight, as tempting as that might be. That's another nuke back there. Still have no idea where this stockpile is supposed to be. This place is a maze. Since it's filled with radiation thanks to the nuclear bombs and the nuclear fallout and the fact that this is in the glowing sea, I'm surprised we haven't found more ghouls down here, or at least more ferals, something along those lines. Who is Liberty Prime? You are in for a treat, man. Liberty Prime was a construct of the Brotherhood of Steel that liberated the capital Wasteland. Hello, floating feral ghoul arm. He was a construct of the Brotherhood of Steel that liberated the capital Wasteland, and now they are rebuilding him to liberate the Commonwealth. Let's see what's down here. I'm treating this like a dungeon. I'm trying to explore every single square inch of this place to try to find the objective that we need. But yeah, when we infiltrated the Institute, we uploaded a holotape to the Institute's computers, and that allowed us to actually rip all the data from their servers that we possibly could, and we gave that to the Brotherhood of Steel, and we also, at the same time, convinced Dr. Madison Lee, who was at the time with the Institute, to go back to the Brotherhood of Steel, from whom she defected. Hello, sir. Hello, Brother Henry, that's a really nice strainer you got there strapped to your stomach. Don't know what that is. Is that a bomb? Are those wires?
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
Atom's hallowed ground, huh? Is that... Holy sh... Huh. Is that yours right there? These guys are insane. They worship the atom bomb. They really do. They worship radiation. They worship the atom bomb. They worship destruction. They're murderers. They're thieves. These people are fucking nuts.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. This place is holy. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
What's this Great Divide?
One day, Atom will return, and his touch upon the earth will bring the Great Divide. His glow will spread, it will illuminate, and it will birth infinite worlds from within us all.
Yo, this guy's got crazy eyes. He's got mad crazy eyes, and it's freaking me out. I'm freaking out right now. I am freaking out right now.
Talking to you is pointless.
All your petty deeds will become pointless when Atom returns. When the Great Divide cleanses this world and all in it, you will leave this place or face Atom's wrath.
Oh boy. Oh boy. He's crazy. Okay, so this guy is about to blow his lid, and I don't know what's gonna happen when he blows his lid. I don't know, like, on a scale of crazy to crazy, I don't know where he lies. Probably on both points at once, which is pretty much impossible.
Forgive me. I wish to repent and seek the wisdom of Atom.
You are...
Yes!
forgiven. Take this.
Yes!
And prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow
Yes!
the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
May Atom's radiance warm yours as well. Brother Henry, it is good to be within Atom's humble and noble chambers. Are they chambers? I will now step into his glow and bask in his greenness.
May Atom guide you, brother.
Sir?
Sir? Oh. Ma'am?
Sir?
Anyway. I think we convinced him to leave us alone. I don't know. Maybe he's still not convinced of us, but I hope he is. Let's step into Adam's humble abode. I don't know how to actually get down there. This guy's making me pretty nervous. Where are the stairs? Holy crap, he's got a turret right here. Somehow we picked up his password already. What does this thing say? Turret control. I'm gonna turn this turret off. I mean, I'm already one of his brothers, right? I seek the forgiveness of Adam. He believed me. I can turn his turret off. Nice. Turret is off. I could kill this son of a bitch right now, but he has an Assaultron. I don't trust like that. I don't trust like that! How am I supposed to get out of here exactly? How do I get down there? There's no doors? Maybe there's gonna be a door over here. Can't seem to go in from that way. Maybe there's a button that opens the door? No. No, there is not. How do I get past you? I'm sure it's really obvious and I'm just not seeing it, but maybe I need to use the terminal again. Let me try that one more time. Oh, there we go. Remote door control. Oh boy, you guys were probably yelling at me. Yo, Massive! Remote door control, idiot! It only took me 2 more seconds! Jesus, lay off! Good call, Massive. Thank you. I always talk my way out of things. Every time. Props to whoever gets that reference. Seriously. I guess this is Stockpile 28. Holy crap, this is a lot of footballs for democracy. Footballs for democracy. Liberty Prime's newest charity. Donate today. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be down here any longer than we need to, and it looks like we found everything we need to find. Except, look at that. There's a baby little mini nuke around here. Any other little babies? Any other little steel glow babies? No other glow babies. Alright, that was the only glow baby. Do we really get to operate this thing? Oh, that's where we play this. Okay, that's the signal pulsar. That's it. Now we just gotta return to Proctor Ingram. Alright, let's do it! Let's get back up to the service. And we've got this handy dandy little elevator to help us. Yo, Pro-Dog! Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah. Actually, the elevator's not here yet. Here it comes. Is it coming down? Huh. That's weird. I don't see it, actually. Let me try this one more time. Alright, push that button in. I don't think I see movement. Maybe I can't be standing in the way of the elevator. Maybe it actually knows. Does it have motion sensors? Did those exist in the Fallout universe? I'm just gonna stand here for a second. This button played me like a fool. This button played me like a damn fool! Alright, we can't use the button to get out. As far as I can tell, there's no way to get out over there. Is there really no point to this button? There is no point to that button. There is actually, like, literally no point to this button. This button is useless. And it played me like a fool! Alright, you know, we just gotta go back around the other way and run out of here. Let's just pretend the place is blowing up and we're running from a fireball. Oh no, there's a fireball, Bro-Dog! We gotta get out of here as fast as we can, buddy! Let's just keep running, let's start running. Let's just start beating our feet. I'm wasting a fusion core for no reason, absolutely no reason. Why am I running again? I'm gonna stop running, I'm just gonna walk out of here, forget it. Fusion cores are expensive, yo! I don't even know where to go. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Thank you, Bro-Dog. I do not feel like putting up with mutant stuff today. Or ghoul stuff, whatever. I swear I'm not ghoul racist. I just forget what they're called sometimes. I guess this is a dead mole rat hole. What's past here? Yeah, our schedule is we stream pretty much daily. My New Year's resolution is to stream pretty much daily as well. So yeah, 2016, you can expect the same schedule as there is right now. Live stream adventures almost every day. This is a huge facility, and it's actually taking a little bit of time to get out of here. There we go. Got some stairs. Stairs, baby! Yo, I hope they're able to get that signal from deep within the bunker. I mean, they know they have to go in the bunker, right? They're not expecting the signal to be strong enough to find where the bunker is through the glowing sea. I don't think that signal's gonna work. I mean, it was the size of, like, a walkie-talkie. It was the size of a retro walkie-talkie. I don't think that's a big enough, like, signal strength to actually feed through this concrete. It just doesn't seem right to me. It's kind of questionable. Something suspicious is going on here. You know what'd be funny? Is, that signal pulse that I put down there is actually a remote detonation, like C4, or maybe it's able to, like, trigger the detonation of all the, like, nukes inside of this bunker, and their real plan is blowing up every single nuke inside of this bunker, which the payload of that combined is enormous. Once they're all in the Pridwin, you know, the Pridwin's it's flying out of here, it's flying out of the Commonwealth, they push the button, this whole bunker just goes nuclear, and the entirety of the Commonwealth is dead. And that is democracy to the Brotherhood of Steel. That is democracy. All shall die in the name of democracy. Alright, we're gonna return to Proctor Ingram, because we've got all the nukes now. I think Liberty Prime is ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time for Liberty. Liberty is primed. Keep thinking of Optimus Prime whenever I say Liberty Prime. Big difference between the two of them. It's like if Optimus was dead and we rebuilt him in 40s era America with propaganda. Optimus is dead! We have the science to rebuild him. But that science is propaganda. We gotta rebuild Optimus Prime with propaganda. We're gonna rename him Liberty Prime, give him a nice Cyclops laser eye, and have him toss mini nukes like footballs. It's gonna be great. Actually, they're not mini nukes. Liberty Prime does not toss mini nukes. Liberty Prime tosses real, humongous, large nukes. So, what is this game about, Massive? Good question, Erica. Fallout 4 takes place 200 years after the nuclear apocalypse. China and the United States and a plethora of different countries were on the brink of nuclear war. Think of it as an alternate history. This is an alternate history Cold War, worst case scenario, and it's an alternate history in which instead of electricity, we geared toward nuclear power, which is why everything is so damn big, because it's running off of nuclear energy. Everything is humongous, it's got way too much power, and it's basically overkill. And our rapid rate of consumption and consumerism and materialism led to the planet being stripped of materials. And then, you know, the nuclear war came, the bombs fell in 2077, and our character right here was put into cryosleep, and they were frozen, and that's why we are here right now 200 years after the bombs fell. If you check out part 1, you'll be able to see the bombs fall, and it's really intense. And holy crap, Liberty Prime is primed. But yeah, for those of you new Massive family members, or for those of you that are new to Fallout, that's a brief synopsis of what the Fallout universe is. And these are different factions that have, like, sprung up 200 years after the war.
Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
My God, it's beautiful. Alright, one way to find out.
There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
What could go wrong? Wait, a trained technician needs to perform the task of pushing this big red button? Are you kidding me? Yo, Dr. Madison Lee. You know what? She's probably one of those people that believes one person has the job of setting down the chair, a second person has the job of unscrewing the light bulb, a third person has the job of removing the light bulb, fourth person has the job of setting the replaceable light bulb in the socket, Fifth person has a job of screwing in that light bulb. A sixth person has a job of removing the chair that was used to prop yourself up for the light bulb. And a seventh person flips the switch on. That's you. That's you, Dr. Madison Lee. That is you!
Liberty Prime, back online.
Starts out with a rhyme.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets any and all red Chinese invaders.
Not quite. No, this is not Anchorage and this is not Alaska.
System analysis and battle readiness check.
Battle readiness check! He thinks he's in Alaska!
System analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot.
No. No weapons hot right now. No weapons hot right now.
Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
I've got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
Yeah, looks like the dream of Donald Trump. But, seriously, he thinks he's in Alaska right now. What the hell are you thinking giving him nukes? He thinks that the war against the Chinese is still going on, man! What are you doing here? This is insanity!
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
My character said it a little differently than I did.
Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Oh, damn nice. Thank you.
You think I'll need it for my next assignment?
I don't know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Goddamn right. Where's my payment? Where's my payment? Yo, I'll sick Jabba on you! You don't want to get on my bad side! I know people! IG-88! Bosk! Ah, she's that scared of us. Blind Betrayal. Speak to Elder Maxson. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got some new quests before we're going to see this thing in action. Let's see what those are. Let's see what those are. What do we got? Let's see what we have here. Blind Betrayal. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Let's show the summary. I've been informed that Elder Maxson has an urgent mission for me and I should report to him on the Pridwin immediately. Is this a betrayal, like my betrayal or what? Oh, let's head up there. You know, I'm just going to fast travel. Let's not use the vertibird. Elder Maxson seems like he is back on the Pridwin. If you guys remember, he wasn't on the Pridwin last time we were. He was absent. I wonder where he's been. I wonder if that has anything to do with this blind betrayal. I have a feeling that the Brotherhood of Steel was betrayed, and not by me. But by someone else. Maybe Danson. Yo, Massive, what happened to other countries after the Great War? It's a good question. I wish we knew. We don't have a lot of information on the world as a whole after the Great War. I would love to see what happens when that nuclear... many live streams ago, many moons ago, we found this nuclear submarine. And inside was this Chinese communist soldier that wished to return to China.
Oh man, if I'm late for must.
I would love to return to China with him and see actually what happened to other countries after the Great War. But yeah, unfortunately we don't know that. Hopefully in Fallout 5, we'll have some answer. That would be awesome if we had some type of answer on what happens. Maxson!
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Oh, shh. Alright, so there may be some minor story spoilers here. Alright? So, I tell you what. You can mute it if you want. You might want to mute it. I don't know. We'll see.
Am I being accused of something?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Okay, okay. Woo! There we go. I thought it was a major spoiler, but it wasn't. I'm just watching out for you guys. But holy crap, I thought it was going to be a completely different spoiler. Dance is a synth? Wow. Wow, I had no idea. Are you sure?
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
Oh, holy crap, look at this. This is gonna be damn difficult to convince Maxon of anything. Ah.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means
With just that, he believed me? Like, I swear he never told me he was a synth. That does not sound believable. That sounds suspicious. Maxon, it's suspicious that you believed me.
I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
I won't do it. Dance deserves a chance to explain himself.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
I can't do it. He's a friend of mine. Maxon! Turn and face me! He's not gonna turn and face me, I'll just have to do it. Oh, crap! That's graphic.
Surprise us all. Fan out. Nice. Give me some fire support.
Do you see how he died? For honor and glory. Damn, battle coat. Looks nice. Holy crap! Ah, the entire Brotherhood of Steel's coming after me now! I couldn't do it. I couldn't. They're xenophobic, they're racist, and I will not stand! I will not stand for this! Yo, Molotov, out! Sweet, we leveled up, we leveled up. Alright, we were able to take one of them down, but unfortunately we got a lot of fire on us. I'm doing the best that I can. It's just not enough. Molotov out. Luckily I've got a suit of power armor. Come on! Come on! Good headshot. Good headshot. Alright, is that everybody? Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way off this ship. Damn it. I gotta warn Dance. They're after him. He probably already knows. Alright, I'm gonna have to reload. Unfortunately, that's not canon. That was just a what-if scenario. Oh, that felt good, though. That felt good. So, for those of you guys that are new to Fallout, a synth is basically a synthetic human. And the Brotherhood is completely racist against synthetic humans. And they believe in eradicating every single synthetic human. In fact, that Liberty Prime, super weapon that we built, is part of their plan to eradicate every synth in the Commonwealth. That includes our friends like Curie, Nick Valentine, and now, Dance. I don't know if I can kill Dance. I can't do it. I can't do it. Why did I choose the Brotherhood? Because we're going to be doing every single ending at some point, Bethany. So we just figured we'd start with the Brotherhood of Steel, get the hardest one out of the way, the hardest one morally out of the way. We will be doing the Institute, the Brotherhood, the Minutemen, and the Railroad at some point, but we're starting with the Brotherhood of Steel. And it is so difficult. My my moral barometer is going off the charts. I can't do this. Oh, we got to speak to Proctor Quinlan. My mistake. I thought we had to go out of the Prydwen to finish our task, but we don't. You don't have to kill Maxim and save Dance. I thought that we would be able to save Dance without Elder Maxim actually knowing if we did or not. I have a feeling once we find Dance, we'll be able to trick Maxim into thinking that we killed him while keeping him alive, and keeping up our ruse of being a triple agent. I've got to convince Maxim somehow. You know what? Maxim needs to go. Maxim needs to go. I mean, he's the worst part of this strut of Brotherhood of Steel. He is the worst part of this. If we had someone understanding in his position, understanding that the world isn't black and white, that some synths have little differences between robots and us.
That is all. Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen! You're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Yeah, clever. See, she didn't have a change of heart. She's acting like she did, but she's gonna lure me outside and then try to get me to see her perspective, which I already do.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
For those of you guys that don't know who Dance is, he was my
If it isn't
mentor.
the man who revived Prime. The Brotherhood is in your debt. Now, did you have documents for me? Or perhaps you were looking to take up with a research patrol?
I have some documents, actually.
I found some technical documents for you.
These aren't technical documents. I don't have time for games, soldier. Come back when you've decided to take your duties more seriously.
Yo, what? What did you say to me? I'm just kidding. Still, What a catty attitude. Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know who Corporal Dance was, or he wasn't a corporal. For those of you guys that don't know who Dance was, he was my mentor, and he's the guy that got me into the Brotherhood of Steel. He seems like a pretty straight shooter, even though he was a little xenophobic. But it seems like everybody in this sect of Brotherhood of Steel is a little xenophobic and a little racist. But Dance was a pretty good guy all around, and I am not going to go assassinate him. I'm not going to go murder him. Instead, I'm going to see what Scribe Halen's got in her back pocket, see what she's thinking about. I'm going to just meet her at her gunship, because she's taking a while to walk to that, so let's just do it. Let's just walk to it ourselves. Holy crap. The lighting here looks a bit redder than it did before. Maybe that's just my imagination. Anyway, let's go meet her by the gunship. Amanda says, there was an ending where you kill the Elder and become an Elder yourself, but that was removed. Really? That's too bad. I actually assumed that that would be a part of the game. That's too bad it was removed. You know what? Maybe in a DLC. Whoa. Looks like the glowing sea out here. Alright, all we have to do now is wait. She should be along at any minute. It's just because we, went out ahead of her, so she's gonna be a little while longer catching up. In the meantime, I'm gonna do some shout-outs! Shout out to Melanie Ruiz. Shout out to Thetting... What is that? Thettings? Shout out to Thettingus Army! Hey Massive, when are you gonna do another Star Wars Battlefront episode live stream? That will be this weekend. Shout out to Spartan44, shout out to The Boxing Beast, Violator260, shout out to Yalen Ware, shout out to Will, shout out to KDN082000, shout out to Stellan24769, shout out to Darren Quinton, shout out to Viper, shout out to Liam Cora, shout out to Jim, shout out to Rico, shout out to Stun Gravy and the Gamer Boys, and shout out to Ruden Zoo. Where the hell is she? I'm gonna head back inside. I guess she's not actually following us. She said that she's gonna be at her Vertibird, and it's stored on her Vertibird computers. So this makes no sense. This makes absolutely zero sense. I don't know where she is or why she isn't at her Vertibird right now, but I'm gonna go looking for her. We're looking for Scribe Halen on the whereabouts of Dance. My former mentor. There she is.
Delta team lead. Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
This way.
Team lead to the bridge.
Oh. Oh, she has her Vertibird stored at a different location, I guess. Downstairs? Where's she going? Where are you going? Yo, where are you going?
Halen.
This way.
Which way? What? She can't even decide which way she needs to go. She doesn't even know. Which way, Scribe Halen? There she goes. Alright, so I guess we're gonna be going to the bottom of the Pridwin. They don't have any vertibirds down here, do they?
Scribe?
This way.
Okay, keep moving. I'm sorry I stopped you. I am so sorry I stopped you. Please, walk faster. My goodness. We're actually at the, bottom floor of the massive airship that belongs to the Brotherhood of Steel. So I don't know what we're gonna find out. Drinks? Beers? Is that what this is?
Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
Oh, you were giving me the silent treatment while coming down. You're trying to break this ice cold heart, weren't you? Don't worry about it. I'm a triple agent. I'm actually not totally on board with anything the Brotherhood does.
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me for a minute. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
For some reason, I thought she was going to say, I'll kill him myself. But I don't think she was actually telling the truth. Well, actually, no, I do believe she was telling the truth. She didn't, obviously. She did not say that. But I think she would stop us if we tried to kill him. Even if we believe that he was truly lost to his ways.
Answer me. This is important.
You're right, it is.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dan's had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station.
It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth.
It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Travel to Listening Post Bravo. Well, we've got our intel. Let's get out there. Let's find Dance, and let's get to the bottom of what's going on here. Maxon is questioning our loyalty to the Brotherhood of Steel, because Dance was our mentor, and he was just about ready to kill me, and kill Dance. But instead, he's sent me to kill Dance, as proof of my loyalty to the Brotherhood. I don't know if I can do it. I can't kill Dance. I know I kind of played a coy with Scribe Halen, but I had no intentions on killing Dance from the beginning. And I don't have any now. Let's go check this outpost out and see if we can find him and get to the bottom of this thing. Oh, we actually haven't found that location yet. Alright, we'll travel to Breakheart Banks, and then we'll travel to Listening Post Alpha Bravo 960. Military jargon! Shout out to Jim, shout out to the King of Beast, shout out to Shane Hansen, shout out to J1's Gone, shout out to Jalen Ware, or Yalen Ware, my apologies, shout out to Sean B, shout out to Chase Coy, shout out to Amanda Barker, shout out to Rico, shout out to Will Enforsum, shout out to Jim, shout out to Ruben Zoo, shout out to Cerberus, shout out to the Gamer Boys, and Troll Goblin 83, and shout out to Lan Lamb, Blake Williams, Lawrence Satcher, and Will Enforsum. And also shout out to Shady Hex. Alright, where is this listening outpost? This way. And we've actually got a beautiful day. Yo, dog meat, there he is. What a beautiful day this is. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Am I right, dog meat? Going to the listening post alpha to not kill our friend? Yo, this is like a fusion core. It's probably where they actually store the coolant for the bus. To cool off the nuclear power source. We're getting a little closer. This also kind of looks like where you find that mysterious crashed ship. Is it? Is it? It looks just like that area. You guys know what I'm talking about. We actually found that one of our live streams. Crap, Dogmeat found an enemy. Here it is. Listening Post Bravo. I've never been here before. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! It's actually behind us! How cool is that? Good kills. Looks like Dance has set up some security. He's expecting hostile resistance. Hopefully he doesn't attack us. Looks pretty clear to me so far. Let's go ahead and unlock this thing and find whatever ammunition we can. I was assuming that Dance would have cleared this whole place out, but maybe he didn't. Maybe there's still some grenades left inside, or ammunition, or weapons, or what have you. Sweet. I guess he didn't clear it out. We got 45s, we got 308s, 44. Nice. Good little haul. I mean, nothing like mini nukes, but still worth it. There's purified water. We know why he didn't take that. He's a synth. Sweet combat shells. Alright, we gotta unlock this thing. Oh wow, I thought we were gonna have to hack it, but we're not. We just have to divert power to the elevator. Sweet. Into the deep dark. Who knows what we're gonna find down here? You ready for this dog meat? Where's dog meat? There he is. I like your little bandana, boy. That's adorable. Look at that. For liberty! Democracy is non-negotiable. Am I right, dog meat? Yeah. Whoa, holy crap. Yep, Dance has set up Protectrons. He's got some heavier defenses than I thought. Oh, crap! 2 Protectrons is not okay! That is not okay! Yo, Dan has some explaining to do when we find him. He must have known that Scribe Hale and his friends would have come for him. Sweet! Anything else around here? I think those are all the threats. Hey, what's this? Monitoring terminal. Crap, we can't use that right now. I'm gonna exit power armor and see what we can do with this terminal. Maybe Dance has used it. Oh, monitoring reports. Captain Rutledge ordered me to overtake long-range monitoring today. That means 4 weeks stuck in this bunker with only military rations, old magazines, and a transistor radio to keep me company. However, I'll try to make the best of it by doing my job and monitoring the airwaves for any suspicious transmissions. Maybe next month I'll get a more interesting assignment, but for now, it's time to kiss the light of day goodbye for a month. Interesting. Alright, so if you guys want to... You know, let me see how long these are. These aren't that long. I'm going to read them real quick. It's worth it. Had a strange incident today. I was monitoring the low band frequencies, this stuff normally used by outdated equipment, when I came across a very strange repeating message. It was in English, but it was very difficult to make out due to all the static. It stopped broadcasting after about an hour, but I made out a few phrases. Internal void, dreams getting darker, and blood runs so still. The only other thing I picked up was what I assumed to be a call sign, DEK. I'm going to send these phrases over to translation in Washington as soon as possible. I haven't heard a thing from Washington yet, so I assume they haven't come up with any answers. Hold on, just saw something in chat. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I had to remove a few messages. Alright, where were we? While I was waiting, I decided to continue monitoring the same frequency around the clock. I tuned in, but I haven't heard anything in 4 days. I'm getting awfully anxious to hear something new, or for the translation guys to tell me what the heck I heard, but for now we'll just have to wait. So this is a few days after he heard that transmission. He's heard nothing yet so far from that transmission, and the translation guys haven't gotten back to him. I woke up today to a banging noise in the elevator door, like someone was trying to get in. I looked at the readout and it said that the elevator was been in its lockdown position since I got there, so that doesn't make any sense. I decided to activate the bunker's defense systems as a precaution and broke out the emergency rifle we kept locked down here. I have to admit, a cold chill was running down my spine. The banging continued for almost an hour straight, then it stopped. I don't know why, but I have this strange feeling that it's somehow related to the mysterious broadcast I intercepted. I bet this is when the bombs fell. Last transmission! It's been 5 days since the banging on the elevator, and Washington finally broke radio silence to tell me that the holotape recording they received was blank. When I listened to my local playback, I discovered that they were right. My tape had nothing on it. When I mentioned the noises I heard, they told me it was possible I was experiencing auditory hallucinations from being isolated for so long. They said to hang tight and they'd send someone out to relieve me. It's possible that this isolation did something to my mind. Maybe I wanted to find a mystery to solve to occupy the time so badly, my imagination decided to take over. Whatever it was, I hope this doesn't go on my permanent record. Well, it's the last one. Who knows if he was right, if he was wrong. That's super interesting, actually. Auditory hallucinations are a real thing. And it's
keep your eyes on the shadows. Something
caused by just like how your brain receives sound. So I don't know what's down here, but There's skeletons, what looks like a Brahmin carcass, and Dance. Dance, what have you been doing down here?
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
No, he didn't. Oh, don't give me those puppy dog eyes. I'm here to be, like, cordial and completely... I'm Sweden right now, okay? I'm not on Dance's side. I'm not on Maxon's side. I'm just here to talk to you.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, he doesn't. But I'm not going to take you back to him.
No, but I don't know what to do.
Seems obvious to me. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees. And humanity, I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
This isn't Germany in the 40s. I'm not going to just shoot you because you're different. That's wrong.
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
Because your voice is kick-ass. Just kidding. Maxon's wrong. That's not what humanity's about.
You're the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Damn it. Running isn't the option, Dance. Don't do this. I hope I can convince him to stay in the Commonwealth. He's needed here.
I need to ask you something.
Yo, you really giving me the cold shoulder right now, man? Yeah, he's giving me the cold shoulder. I need to ask you something. Dead silence. Just keeps walking. I mean, that's a lot to process. You know what? Answer me later, Dance. It's fine. I'm not taking it personally or anything. Definitely not taking it personally, you know? Let's get back in our power armor, and let's help our friend. Let's get out of here, Dance. And maybe now we'll be able to use Liberty Prime. Dance liked that? Liked what? That I got in power armor? Is that how much Dance likes power armor? That as soon as I get in it, he's like, yeah. Fuck yeah. That's great. Thank you, Dance. I appreciate that, like, levity in this dark world. Sweet! One of my massive family members just reached rank 45 in Battlefront. Awesome! What aliens did you buy, man? I got, Darth Maul's race. Can't remember what they're called, which is really weird. And I've also got, I can't remember any of the races right now. It's weird. Oh my god, Maxon.
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
Because it's wrong, Maxon.
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Are you so blind that you can't even see humanity?
Dance wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive. Which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight. And your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
He's skedaddling. Look at him run. Look at him run. Dance. I'm sorry about all that. I really am.
Hey there.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, You better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard the Prydwen, at the police station, or at the airport, not only would I be killed, I'd undermine his authority. I won't do that. But if you need me to take the fight anywhere else, I'll be there.
Thank you. Take care. Actually, wait, I want to know what he thinks about Halen.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe.
Thank goodness.
I'll contact her, and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Copy that. Godspeed, Dance.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
As do I. Take care, friend. So, he is actually voiced by BJ Blazkowicz. I just saw it in the chat room. That is awesome. If you guys don't know who BJ Blazkowicz is, he is the guy from Wolfenstein: The New Order, which is a fantastic game, and you should go check it out if you hadn't already. And that is awesome. I did not even think that was BJ Blazkowicz. I didn't even consider that could be BJ Blazkowicz, but good ears. That's really cool that it's the same voice actor. He's a good voice actor. He's got such a badass voice without even trying. Like, he isn't even doing a character when he's talking as Dance. He's just talking. He's just talking normally. It's not like it's, you know, a super mutant, they're like, I am super mutant, you know, it's like a character voice. He doesn't even have to do that. He just talks like himself, and it's great. He's like, I'm Corporal Dance. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Zabrak, thank you, Will. I don't know how I forgot Darth Maul's race's name, I should say. Darth Maul's race's name is Zabrak. Remember that, mind. Actually, you know what? Don't set that in, like, the imperative that I remember it been. Don't make me forget something more important. Like, what's my social security number again? That's right, Zabrak. I knew I'd remember Zabrak, and that's why my mind told me to remember that above anything else. Because that's how important it is. My social security number, Zabrak. How unlucky would it be if that actually is my social security number? If you use, like, phone lingo, like one is A, B, and C, you know, all that stuff. Zabrak. Oh no! Maxon!
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismissed, soldier.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
Super. Let's see what we're at now. It's kind of surreal, you know, this massive journey we've had together through Fallout 4. And we're almost at one of our endings. This is going to be the Brotherhood of Steel ending for Fallout 4 that we're embarking on. But we will return. And we will do the Minuteman ending. We'll do, what else we got? Institute, of course, and the Railroad. What else is here with the Blind Betrayal? Oh, we need to talk to him again.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
I understand.
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I can't take his suit.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam. So, like he said, you know, as a Paladin, I'm supposed to stand as a symbol of integrity for my Brotherhood members and, you know, our brothers and sisters in the Brotherhood of Steel. Anyway, so basically just don't go and be unlucky and be a synth. Don't go and accidentally be something you have no control over. Tactical thinking. Speak to Lancer Captain Kells. I've been informed that Lancer Captain Kells wishes to speak with me on the command deck of the Pridwen. Where exactly is the command deck of the Pridwen? Oh, it's below us. Oh, that's right. I don't believe I've met you before.
Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been... Come back here now, Paladin. This briefing isn't over.
I'll be right back. I'm just illuminating my lights so he's not in the darkness. Come back here, Paladin. Our briefing's not over. Sorry about that. That was awfully disrespectful.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Okay. We're in trouble, guys. So you remember all this business about us being a quadruple agent? Actually, we are a quadruple agent. Literally, we are a quadruple agent. It's gonna come to a head. The Brotherhood of Steel wants us to take out the Railroad. We're a member of the Railroad. We're a key member of the Railroad. These people trust us. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to slaughter them. We're gonna have to go full Anakin and execute Order 66. We'll have to walk in there with our lightsaber like it's a bunch of children, and we're gonna just go full-on murder death on their asses. I'm not looking forward to this.
Only 5 targets? I was hoping for more.
I'll take your enthusiasm as a confirmation of my orders. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwen. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Anything useful you can tell me about Pam?
We have very little information on it. Its primary function is supposed to be using mathematical calculations in order to predict future events. I have no idea how successful it was, but If the railroad's been using Pam for this long, it's gotta be providing them with some sort of benefit. I'm sure Proctor Quinlan would be pleased to have it in his possession.
I think that should be sufficient information to assist you on the mission, Paladin. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Ad Victoriam.
You're no good at hacking
Kells.
systems. You should take someone with you who can.
I'm good enough. Thanks, Ingram. Alright, so we've got some hacking ahead of us, boys and ladies. Failed Randolph Safe House 1. Well, it's official. We are now a traitor to the railroad. But not to the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam. Anyway, we gotta take this railroad down. And I'm taking Pam with us. I gave you guys a little explanation of what Pam is, so you know just what to expect. We're gonna have to hack into her mainframe and disable her securities if we're gonna get her to return to the Pridwin. Let's go ahead and check out where we need to go. I think I want to take Dance with us. I'm gonna see if I can find where Dance is. We need to find listening post something or other. It was the Corvega assembly plant. It wasn't near that. Boston military. Waypoint Echo. Dance! Fort Hagen. I don't see where Corporal Dance is. Lexington. It should be pretty close by, somewhere around here. Forget about it. Forget about it! Can't remember where Dance is. We were just there. Just there. Whatever. Let's just get to the railroad. We'll do this thing alone and without Dance's help. Oh, there it is. Listening post Bravo. Excellent. We're going to bring Dance with us. The Brotherhood's going to be there as well, but hopefully if I can put him in power armor, he's going to be completely disguised. I know, that view was badass. What about Deacon? We're going to have to kill Deacon. Unfortunately, that's something we don't have a choice in. Oh crap, we did forget to check out Paladin Dance's power armor. Oh no. The power armor massive. We'll go back for it. We'll go back for it. Where is Dance? Oh, he's probably down inside of the bunker, isn't he? You know what? Too much work. Too much work. We're just gonna go after the railroad right now. And while we're on our way to traveling to the railroad, I'm gonna do shoutouts. Shout out to Laptop 46. Shout out to the average player. Shout out to Josh Girding. Shout out to Cindy. Shout out to Yahav. Shout out to, what else we got? French Fly. Dominic Gonzalez. Will Enforcem. Jacob Evans. Shout out to Viper. Maybe it's pronounced Viper. Shout out to the Painbringer. Massive. When you hack Pam, you gotta say, I'm in. Is that some type of innuendo? Or do you just want me to talk in hacker speak? Because I can do both. Shout out to Z. Shout out to McCorley Hardy. Shout out to Jacob Evans. Shout out to Colton Fultz. Shout out to the Sith. Jennifer Utterback. Hey, Massive, what have I missed? You missed a few things, Jennifer, but... Actually, you know what? You missed some pretty epic things. I'm sorry about that. At least you're just in time to watch us wipe out the railroad, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to Jake Powell. Shout out to Alex L. Shout out to Josh Girding. Shout out to Deadly Dragon Gaming. Max Jr. Martin. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Luciano Gamer BR and Implosion Explode. That was a hell of a loading screen. And we're back, baby! Shout out to Matthew, shout out to Oyukin and Rhonda. Alright, we are back and we are ready for action. Where is the railroad? Oh, there it is. That's the church. This is actually the secret entrance to the railroad. They've got a lot of different signs and paintings that tell you where to go, and this is one of them. It's inside of the Old North Church. I remember when we first found the railroad. That was a lot of live streams ago. Oh, it was crazy getting inside of this place.
Huh? Let's do this.
Holy crap. I'm hearing railroad agents inside. Whoa! We've got an all-out fight breaking out. All kinds of railroad agents shooting at the Brotherhood of Steel. Brotherhood of Steel shooting at the railroad. This is crazy. Nice, good shot. Looks like we have the entirety of the railroad here defending this place, defending their home front, the church. Brotherhood of Steel is just charging through, destroying anything and everything that they can, and of course, whatever stands in their way. That is how the Brotherhood works. Talk later. Shoot first. No questions. No quarrel and no quarter. Sweet. Enemy is down. Hell, these people are just doing what they feel is right, and honestly, some of them are a little crackpot, but for the most part, they're damn good people. And I feel bad for what I'm doing, but I gotta keep my cover up! I gotta keep it up! Nice. Now the railroad agent is down. I believe we'll be able to find their headquarters downstairs. If we can find stairs. Who's this?
Shoot on sight.
Dr. Carrington. Holy crap, this is actually one of the vital parts of the railroad. Oh, we just killed him with a headshot. Dr. Carrington is dead. We gotta breach the door to the lower levels. Let's get inside. Where's the door to the lower levels anyway? Is that gonna be from the higher levels? Oh wait, I'm seeing a marker. I don't know. Let's head upstairs and see if we can find a door downstairs. Alright, it's not here. It must be back here. This must be the way. It's been a while since I've actually... No, that's the steeple. It's been a while since I've actually been inside of the railroad. It used to be that you could just spawn directly inside of the railroad's headquarters. But obviously I can't do that anymore. I have turned on them. Here we go. This is the entrance. I feel awful about this, I really do. But this is the ending that we're doing first.
Let's do this.
I will redeem myself in the future. It's just, right now, I've got to be an agent for the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, that was gory. Moving up. Adonis says, blow it all up, massive. Luckily for us, we've got like 12 mini nukes, so you are in luck. Oh, shot him in the back. That's a Brotherhood Knight, my mistake. I thought that was a railroad agent. I was aiming at him. It said it was a railroad agent. Turns out it wasn't. I was actually doing friendly fire. I feel kind of bad about that. Molotov, oh god, that's a Brotherhood agent. I'm so sorry.
Detonation pack secured and ready, sir. We should have this
Alright,
operation
sounds good.
wrapped up in no time.
You know, I actually know the code. You don't need to just blow it up, but... whatever. Whatever. Alright, he's gonna blow it up. I'm gonna give him the orders.
The railroad's offering minimal resistance, Paladin.
Oh, do I have to engage it myself? Detonator is active. Breaching the door. Holy crap! They are right on the other side, just waiting for me. Bam! Look at that headshot. Beautiful. Gotta keep moving up. Keep pushing. Holy crap, that is just a tunnel of fire. That is a tunnel of fire right there! In fact, I'm gonna toss another Molotov. Burn them alive! Crisp their skin until it's crunchy and delicious and golden brown. Coming next to Golden Corral, crispy human skin. Tastes like chicken, costs a whole lot more. Seriously, these families are gonna miss their kids. Where do you think this meat came from? That's why it's $20 a pound. Actually, that's not too bad. Honestly, for human meat, $20 a pound. Holy crap, I just realized. We're at Railroad HQ. We're here. This is it. This is the first faction we joined. And it's the first one we're destroying. It's also the first we're betraying. They know I'm here. Oh no, I killed Drummer Boy! He was voiced by Garrus! Oh, I can't look at your face. I just gotta blow it up. I can't look at it anymore. What the hell is that? Oh, is that a turret? That is not a turret. That is someone named Glory that's got a minigun. Molotov out! Molotov out! Crap, I keep breaking it. I think she's shooting it before it gets to her. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna use some other stuff. Let's use, oh boy. Oh boy. Fragmentation grenades. Frag grenade out! There we go. Come on, baby, come on. Nice! Another grenade out. Sweet! Excellent. Gloria is almost dead. Sweet! Gloria is down. I think this is Deacon up here. Ah, I'm sorry, Deacon. I never meant for it to come to it like this. But your end is nigh. And it's for the Brotherhood! Everything that you fought for, I am now against. I'm fighting for the Brotherhood, which was the one, like, this is the most xenophobic organization that there ever was. Holy crap, she was just running from me. Just running from me, and I bashed her skull in. Yo, I'm having some, like, supreme hesitations right now. Oh no, dog meat.
Hey.
You okay?
How you doing, buddy? Never mind, boy.
I guess he's doing fine.
Show me once more the power of the dark side, and I will have no hesitation. I will finish what you started. Show me once more the power of the dark side, so I may not be seduced by the light.
Oh crap, it's Pam! Alright, we've got to either kill her or hack her. I'm gonna try to hack her.
Pam.
Security mode enabled. Voice
I'm sorry for this, Pam. I'm in. We gotta go after the access records, or maybe the latest you know what? No. We'll just use the holotape. Let's see where it is. Corsair chip data, Dr. McDonald's, Dunwich, management, Eddie Winters, Griswold's poetry collection, Night Cave's report. There it is. Pam decryption program. Loading up. Start decryption. Excellent. Pam's ours.
At this time. Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions.
Alright, she's awaiting instructions. Let me just double check that she's going to head over to the Pridwin. Let's see. Access records, latest prediction. Yeah, we are good. All we have to do now is wait. You ready, bro dog? Let's move out of here, boy. Look how cute he is. He is so damn cute. Alright, so you guys said I missed a magazine. I'm going to take a look around for that magazine. Yo, there it is! Astoundingly Awesome Tales. Do permanently plus 5% damage with the cryolator. Damn, that looks badass. A gorilla ate my patrol car. When apes go bananas. Only $29 adjusted for inflation. Let's see what these guys had on them. 38 rounds, 5mm rounds, fusion cells. I'm gonna take Deacon's sunglasses. I'm sorry, Deacon. I know it doesn't mean much, but I really am sorry. Let's see what she's got on her. Oh, she's got a lot of ammo on her. Look at that. Wow. Wow, was that 500 rounds of pistol ammo? Was that seriously 500 rounds of pistol ammo? I think it was. I could go ahead and steal whatever I want at this point. They're all dead. I have murdered the railroad. I still can't believe it. Get the magazine! Done! Astoundingly Awesome Tales and 8 my patrol car. That's the one, right? Yeah, we already got that. Let's take those rounds. Alright, it's finished. Let's head out. Let's alert Elder Maxon that the railroad has been extinguished. I should have said the railroad's candle has been extinguished, because that's the logo, the candle. The railroad's candle has been extinguished. There we go, that's a little better. What is this? Molotov cocktail, 308 rounds, pork and beans! Don't mind if I do. More 308 rounds. Yo, it's always worth it to do a little bit of looting. Who's this? Are you Brotherhood? Alright, thank God. I've been dealing with railroad agents all day. It's about time you got here.
Standing orders call for no prisoners. Shoot to kill.
Copy that. Wow, he is just straight to the point. I love it. Standing orders call for no prisoners. Shoot to kill. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely have no doubt on what my orders are now. These poor bastards. Most of these railroad agents are armed with makeshift projectile weapons like pipe guns and 308 rounds. Doesn't really mean that they would fare well against Brotherhood. That's for damn sure. Even their grenades are Molotov cocktails. Something that they were able to craft and cobble together themselves. I almost feel bad for them. The crush and defeat was inevitable. What would a feral ghoul need with a pack of cigarettes? I guess they can't do any more damage to themselves. You know, they're already a ghoul, so why not? Stick to 308s. I'm gonna leave that cigarette. Any other bodies around here that I can, like, unceremoniously loot? I'm gonna check upstairs and then we'll head out. I think there was actually an important person I hadn't checked. Oh, nice. Another Molotov cocktail. Sweet! Always worth going after those cocktails. Yo, these railroad jackets, I don't want to be accusatory or anything, but some of them look a little, how do I put this? Predatory. Like, the type of jacket a predator would wear if he was, like, about to expose himself, but didn't want to show that he was going to expose himself. You know, he didn't want to give any tells or any signs. I'll take that holotag, why not? That's everything. Let's move out. The mission is a success. Dance will be pleased. Get the minigun! It's too heavy. You know, I could have sold it. Damn! Alright, I regret that now. I regret not getting the minigun. Tell you what, if I can spawn directly in the railroad HQ, I'll get it. But if I can't, we're going back to Maxon. Get the railway rifle. Yo, where was the railway rifle? I did not see a railway rifle. Massive, why don't you ever use VATS? I do use VATS now and then, but usually under specific circumstances. I like to save it until I need it. I know, so many bodies. Oh, Desmonia has the railway rifle. Everybody is going, please, for the love of God, get the railway rifle. You're right. You are right. I'm gonna go back. My God, this loading screen is long. Oh, what is up with this? What's up with the loading screens? I mean, they're so long, but they're all... Oh, I almost actually made a real joke. I was trying to make a fake Jerry Seinfeld. What's up with airline peanuts? You know, one of those jokes, but I actually almost made a real joke. If you can figure it out, good for you. But it's dirty, so I'm not gonna say it out loud. It was actually pretty humorous. That was pretty good. I didn't even mean to do that. I just slipped out. Freudian jokes, anyone? Alright, we gotta head back inside of the church and go, like, by hand. We can't teleport it, like, to the actual base anymore. So, during this entire journey to the base, non-stop shoutouts. I hope you guys like that type of thing. If not, well, I'll make it more interesting by having a shoutout challenge in the middle. Shout out to the Gamer Boy. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to... Also, I'm gonna go there as fast as I can, so that'll be kind of interesting. Shout out to... Thetting His Army. Shout out to Let's Play Bro! Daniel Rothwell, Dylan Dickerson, A-Sin, Jack Hershey, shout out to you, shout out to Matthew, shout out to I'm a Hostile Gamer, Impulsion Explode, Edson Chavez, shout out to Giovanni Garvin, Max Jr. Martin, shout out to Mitchell Owen, Viper, shout out to Colonel Cruz, shout out to Z, shout out to Michael Downing, the Beast Boys, shout out to Will Enforsum, Mitchell Owen, J1 John, GSA, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. John? GSAWN, was that what it was? Was that what it was? Did I pronounce it correctly? Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Geek Nerd 1. Shout out to Rana Pat, Cole Yates, Corey Morris, and shout out challenge. Shout out to Louis Philippus. Shout out to Giovanni. Shout out to Sean B. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Seba V. Shout out to Wilhelm G. Shout out to King Gaming. Shout out to Multiple A. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to Cole. Shit. Shout out to the Beast Boy. Shout out to Louis. Shout out to Anthony Coop. Shout out to This One Pizza 48. Shout out to Ahmed Saeed. Shout out to Carter Cruz. Shout out to James. Shout out to Cool Gamer. Shout out to Trader Cat. For those of you that don't know what the shout out challenge is, that is when I do... There's Glory. That's when I do as many shoutouts as I can in one breath. It's not easy! Actually, it is kind of tricky. There's the Mona. Railway HQ key. Boy, it took me a while to say that right. There it is. Railway rifle. Let's see where this minigun is. It should be around here. Odd that I don't see it. Hey, Rad X, would have missed that. It's very odd that I'm not seeing this minigun, actually. Super odd. Hey, what's over here? Stockpile? Oh, what is this? This is a completely different exit. I have not seen this exit before. We may as well steal. I mean, we've already murdered everyone inside of this place. I'm sure that committing the crime of stealing is not that bad of a crime to commit after, Genocide. You know what? Forget the minigun. I don't even know where that is. Maybe I picked it up on accident. Did I do that? Where is it? Where is it? Let's see. Minigun. Let's equip that. Fat Man, Cryomine. No, I did not pick that up. It's not on her body. Glory was the one that had it. You know what? Forget about it. Maybe the Brotherhood of Steel already, like, picked up some of the valuables. I'm gonna head out this door. Railroad HQ escape tunnel. I wonder why they didn't use it. Seriously, they made their final stand here and they had an escape tunnel this whole time? You know what? Maybe we're gonna find someone down here. At least we have the railway rifle now. We can use it to pick off any stragglers. A lot of steam coming out of this, baby. Awful lot of steam. I'm gonna turn my flashlight on. It's so dark in this sewer. Man, this gun is awesome. I really like this smoke effect coming out of it. That's really hype. It's really cool. Can't wait to pull the trigger. Metal box is empty. Pretty much everything here is empty. Let's try to unlock this terminal, even though it is expert. Alright, what about nightclub? Likeness of 1. Great. What about batteries? Likeness of 1. I know there's a faster way to... okay, so the fastest way to do this is just to... Yes. Do that. Second try! I know how to hack. I've figured it out. Anyway. Yeah, let's just open the door. The reason I don't hack on live streams too often is just because it's a little time consuming to do it right. And it's not that interesting for some of you guys to watch. So I just try to keep it as short as I possibly can, and I don't do it the entire way I'm supposed to. Let's see what's hidden behind this locked door. Duct tape! Sweet! Weapons workbench. Fusion core! Anything else here? Yo, that is worth the price of admission. I would totally do, like, expert terminals all day long if it meant getting used oil cans and fusion cores. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How many fusion cores do we have? 16. Not bad. What's this terminal say? Remote door control. Great, I just locked the door. Let's head outside. This was the escape tunnel for the railroad. I wonder where it leads. For some reason, I want to say a donut shop. It's not going to be a donut shop. It's definitely not going to be a donut shop. I like how you think, Jim. Jim was saying, you're not stealing things, Massive. You're just borrowing things. Permanently. You're right. There's totally a difference between those two things. Multiple H just called me a traitor. Technically, I am a traitor. I mean, I betrayed the railroad. I was a triple agent. It would be so badass. So badass if I walked outside and there was this railroad agent that had I don't know, just a big long railway spike, and he whips it out and goes, "Traitor! Traitor! Face me! FN 2187." That would be so dope. Then I pull out a lightsaber and I go and just try to kick his ass, but he kicks my ass, and then I get saved by somebody else. What's outside? What is this place? This is just an abandoned building. This is actually the perfect... Oh, ladies and gentlemen. We were wondering why this door was locked. Now we know. That's completely inconspicuous. I would have never suspected that in the basement we would have had the exit to the railroad. Watch this. BAM! Raider scum! Look at that headshot. Look at that headshot. Unfortunately, we can't really see her head from this angle. Otherwise, I would love to show you guys, like, the humongous spike through her head. Let's see if we can nail this guy's arm down. Oh! Split it clean off. You know what? Oh, crap. That raider's already dead. I'm gonna find another raider before we continue back to the Pridwin, and I'm gonna use a critical strike in VATS with this beautiful railway rifle. This thing is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish we had some more ammunition for it. You can get ammunition for this thing pretty easily. I don't know how many of you guys played Fallout 3, but this was actually present in Fallout 3. And it was just as badass as it is now. I don't think it had Steam. Pretty sure that's a new feature, but it was still really cool. I want to check out this military installation. Actually, we already have, so I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna exit this barge and pretend I never set foot on it. That's where we got power armor that one time. Anybody around here? The streets of the Commonwealth is like high noon in the Wild West. You've got to keep your eyes darty, suspicious. Looking to the left and looking to the right. Luckily, looks like we have a safe passageway. Let's keep moving out. Brodog, stay on me. Hey look, there's the Pridwin! Holy crap, we are close. I may as well walk there. I can't believe we just took down the railroad. Hey, this is gonna be good right here. Check this out, watch this, watch this. Rad stag, baby. BAM! Oh, look at that blood coming out. Watch this. BAM! Nice! Mutant Slayer's machete? I did not realize this was a legendary rad stag. I mean, that's pretty worth it, actually. It's worth a lot of money. You're worth a lot of credits to me, Solo. I'm taking you alive. Take that rad stag meat and hide. Rad stag dough! Yeah! That rad stag dough. Alright, what is this place? Looks like a little bistro. Oh, it's adorable. It's a coffee shop. You can get waffles. You can get, what is that? Hot dogs. Sounds delicious. I could totally go for a hot dog right now. But what I could go for more is someone to kill. The hell? The hell was that? So this really weird noise happened when I aimed down my sights at this crow. Oh, look at that! That's his little tiny body. I actually feel bad about that now. Anyway, there was this really weird noise that happened and my eyes flashed. What was that? What was that? Yo, anybody in the comment section, if you could tell me what that was, I would definitely appreciate it. There it is again. What the hell? Am I coming up on some really weird instance? Alright, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Yo, we got some raiders here. I'm gonna use my critical. Critical! Oh yeah, baby! Yo, that was so badass. Bam! Oh, unfortunately didn't nail his head anywhere. But it still looked really cool. Alright, so check this out, look at this. We nailed this raider's head to this piece of metal. We nailed it to the wall. Yo, we nailed it to the wall, baby! With a railroad spike. That's because we've got a railroad spike gun. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's kind of savage, though. It's pretty damn brutal. Let's do it again. Yo, we got two mutants! Wonder how well this thing works against muties. 72% chance to hit. Holy crap. This thing is ridiculous. Oh, it's so powerful. It is unbelievably powerful. Alright, here we go, here we go. Nice. Nice, he's still alive, though. Oh, crap, he just used a stim pack. Brodog, hold him down for me, boy. Good boy, look at Brodog. He's got his wrist. He's going for a headshot. Oh my god, it's in his neck. Yo, it's in his neck. Oh, he's dead now. Let's just take out the turret, I guess. One more shot should do it. Beautiful. That explosion. It took a second before our railway spike could actually hit that turret way in the distance. So I thought it wasn't going to work. I was like, oh, maybe it'll take more than 2 shots to take it down. But no. It just took a little while for our projectile to actually reach its target. Still, that is super badass. It was a beautiful headpiece. I almost want to take that raider head back with me and like mount it. Mount it on our mantelpiece, like inside of our house in the Commonwealth. That would be great. Spoils of war. I mean, if we mount the heads of mirelurks and mole rats, why not a little raider head, you know? They're dangerous wildlife indigenous to the Commonwealth, just like any of those other things we could find. Alright. Time to report to Maxon about the railroad. They've been eradicated. They're dead. All of them. Hey, where is Maxon? Oh, we're actually not reporting to Maxon, we're reporting to Lance. So be it.
It appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
What's gonna happen to their headquarters?
The location doesn't hold tactical significance, so we'll simply post a small squad there, in case any stragglers choose to return. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Prydwen, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam. Lance. So we've completed tactical thinking, another mission in the name of Liberty Prime. Let's see how close we are to actually activating this thing. Spoils of War. Speak to Proctor Ingram. Looks like that's our current mission, and I have a feeling that this is another mission that's directly related to Liberty Prime. I think we're gonna have to meet her down at the airport. Let's see if we have to meet her at the Boston airport. That's where Liberty Prime is actually stationed at this moment.
Glad to see you returned safely from the Institute, brother.
Thank you, Knight. Although I am now a paladin, so technically I'm above pretty much, like, most people on this ship. Most people on this ship. Not everybody, obviously, but pretty close. Here we go! Oh, we just jumped out of nowhere and took no fall damage because we are in a, like, super state-of-the-art suit of power armor. Even though we fell that huge distance. Look at that. Look at that distance. Look at that metal butt. It's actually a pretty awful-looking butt. Let's check out Liberty Prime and talk to Ingram. See what she needs from us. We do have more powerful power armor, though. We're going to go back to the Prydwen and check out the power armor that we got for joining the Brotherhood. But we do have the second most powerful power armor in the game. First, obviously, is the X-01 power armor, but this is the second most powerful.
We really should just stay out of each other's way.
Screw you too, Lee. Jesus, I was just trying to be cordial. Yo, where is Ingram anyway? Hello, Prime. Prime! I have no idea where Proctor Ingram is. Looks like we gotta enter some structure to find her. Let me double check where she is. Oh, it's not at the airport. Even though it says requested my assistance at the airport. Proctor Ingram is... Oh my god, she's aboard the Prydwen. She's aboard the Prydwen. Well, we're gonna have to get Dance's power armor anyway. We'll just do it right now. We'll just do it right now. Why not? Which power armor is this? I don't remember the name of it. Let me check. This is called... T51E? T51E. This is T51 power armor, which is actually the most advanced power armor to be made by the United States pre-war. Obviously, the latest and most advanced power armor now belongs to the Enclave, the X-01 power armor, which is the most powerful. But speaking of pre-war stuff, this is top of the line, and it's fantastic. It not only does it look badass, but it's got great stats to boot. Alright, Dance's power armor and Proctor Ingram will both be at the main deck of the Prydwen. In we go. Unfortunately, Emmett, you missed a lot of cool stuff, but never say never. It's never too late. Welcome, man. Kill Elder Maxon. He will give you a good gun. I don't think that Elder Maxon is going to just hand me a good gun for killing him. He's not going to be like, yo, you killed me, and I'm going to let you finish. Good job, by the way. But I just wanted to reward you with this sweet-ass gun. Here you go. Good job killing me. Oh, you mean...
This is a reminder.
Of course. Of course. You mean if I kill him, I can find a good gun on his body. That is tempting. I'm tempted to do that, Cindy. But we've got some espionage stuff to finish before we do. Where's Paladin Dance's power armor? Is this it?
I don't know much about that beryllium agitator thing. That's above my...
Kind of looks like his. Yeah, that's got to be his. Because the rest of these are red. Alright, I'm going to step out of this power armor and maybe step into his. since you guys are requesting that. Getting out of power armor. I have to say though, I think this power armor looks a little cooler than the T60. And look at that thing.
We're making a difference out here.
Still, this looks pretty badass. T60D. Oh yeah.
Down Paladin Dance must have been a tough order to follow.
Oh.
We're in your debt.
Yeah. So this guy walking around me in circles right now is saying, killing Paladin Dance must have been a tough order to follow. Does it seem like it was a tough order for you to follow? Because I'm inside of his power armor as you speak. It looks like I'm enjoying this. Let's see what modifications we can perform on the torso. Let's see. I'm also going to repair some of these. Yeah, let's repair them. Why not? Nice. Alright, let's check out this torso. Miscellaneous modifications. What can we do? Medic pump. Detects hits during combat and automatically uses stimp back when health is low. It's not bad, but it looks like we don't have enough stuff to make it, do we? Oh, we already have it with us. Why not? Let's apply it. Sweet. That's some good looking armor right there. Killing Maxon will give you a gun that shoots homing shots. Are you serious? No way, man! Homing shots in Fallout? That's intense. Cindy says, should I get this game? If you enjoy single-player games, if you like being immersed in games, and if you like RPG elements along with shooter elements, hell yes. It's a fantastic game. Alright, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something over here. Can't remember what it was now. Can't remember what it was. Let's just talk to Ingram.
The ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Honestly, I'd prefer not to talk about it.
I hear you loud and clear, Paladin. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
How can the beryllium agitator start up his reactor?
If Prime's reactor is a campfire, the beryllium agitator is like a match. Strike it, throw it on the logs, and the whole thing ignites. Fusion reactors need a massive power surge in order to get the reaction started. Once it starts, it's self-sustaining. I'm sure I could get one of my scribes to bore you to death with the details, but you get the gist.
Yeah, I get the gist. Point me in the right direction.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
You sure about that?
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering advancements lately, that makes it a goddamn gold mine. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity like that.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the mass fusion tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Copy that. I'll meet you at the vertibird. So, we need to get something to keep Liberty Prime's power online. I'm gonna use this power armor to do it, but we gotta get to the financial district of the Commonwealth. The financial district of the Commonwealth is by far one of the most dangerous places. You've got super mutants, you've got raiders, and the worst combination of the two that you can imagine. I'm gonna unload some of our stuff by selling it over here at this shop before we continue.
Heard you cleaned house over at Railroad HQ. Could probably use some fresh supplies.
You're right.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Good to hear it. Alright, we're gonna start selling some of our stuff. We're carrying a little too much as it is right now. Let's sell that Institute pistol. Mutant Slayer's machete. What else don't we need? We're keeping the essentials. Heavy reinforced combat armor. I'm gonna keep that. I'll sell the jumper. Keeping the lucky left leg. And keeping that. Not keeping road leathers or anything. That's all good. We got some good stuff. Alright, I guess this is all I'm selling. Not bad. We got 100 caps off of that. It's a pretty tidy little amount. We do have a level up that we need to take into account. Thing is, what are we going to go into? There was something we needed. I've gotten a lot of suggestions to use, let's see, Nuclear Expert. I think that's under Intelligence. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, we're not at Nuclear Physicist yet. I think we need another Science, didn't we? Yeah, we need to be at level 41 to get that. Gun Nut, rank 4 guns. Let's go with Gun Nut. Let's do it. Let's do it! Or maybe Melee. No, let's do Gun Nut instead. Alright, here we go. Rank 4 gun mods! Sweet! We are now a full gun nut. We know everything there is with guns and we can mod whatever we need to. It's gonna be sweet! What is better graphics? Star Wars Battlefront or Fallout 4? Definitely Star Wars Battlefront, man. I mean, it's the Frostbite engine. This is still running on Game Brio. But you can't really compare the graphics of a game like Battlefront to a game like Fallout 4 because it's completely different. I mean, one is a multiplayer game for one thing, the other one is an open world RPG. I'm not even sure if Frostbite could do an open world RPG like Fallout. Maybe with some super heavy modifications, but the bigger the game world, the more detailed it is, and the more alive the game world is, the more stress you're going to be putting on a console like the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. So there's only so much they can do graphically to make a game look better. I mean, you can only handle so much. You can either have more gameplay or, you know, more intricate gameplay, all that type of stuff, more intricate AI, or more intricate graphics. That's how Battlefront and so many multiplayer games can look so damn good. It's because of how linear they are. It's just a small map in comparison to this. I mean, look how tiny we are. Everything that you can see was this airport here, alright? There's my tiny little person. The Pridwin is just about the size of this arrow. And this is the map of the world. Just chock full of detail. It is humongous. It even goes past this dotted line that you see right here. It's even bigger than that. It's truly incredible. It really is. And especially if you get this game on the computer, I mean, modded on the computer, this game looks so damn good. It's unbelievable. And honestly, I can't ask any more of that. I can't ask any more of the graphics of this game than what we have on the modded PC version. It looks fantastic. And even the regular console version looks great. Sure, you've got the animations, but if you just watch the eyes instead of the mouth, you're fine. Alright, what do we gotta do? Mass fusion. Fly to the mass fusion or inform the Institute. Holy crap. We're gonna make a new save right here because we're not gonna be going with the Institute route this live stream. We're gonna be doing that at some other live stream. But that is very interesting. Alright, so we gotta go fly to mass fusion. Oh crap, she's up there, isn't she? She's up there, isn't she? Yup, she's up there. We gotta fly to mass fusion and go back aboard the Pridwin. I'm just so damn eager to jump off the ship. Fallout 4 is, I mean, it's not the biggest game world out there, but for how detailed the game is and how alive the game world is, it's probably one of the best, if not the best. Wow. This kind of drives it home. Boarding the vertibird to mass fusion will make you a permanent enemy of the Institute. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Let's do it. There's no turning back now.
Roger that, Scabbard.
Let's move out. Well, bro dog,
We have clearance for release. You
we're a
might wanna
permanent
hang
enemy
on,
now.
sir. The drop can be a little rough.
This is gonna be tough.
Used to flying in these things.
Holy crap. We're about to drop! Here we go! Whoa! Vertibird is a go! Luckily this thing is flying and not crashing. Oh my goodness, I did not realize we could go into third person for this. Gorgeous. Alright, Vertibird is out. We're heading over to Mass Fusion. We should be able to find the power source we need for Liberty Prime there. I don't know what kind of opposition we're going to face, but it's safe to say it's probably going to be raiders, super-mutants, and whatever we don't expect. I've got this minigun in case things get hot and heavy, but it's not going to do us much good when we're outside of the Vertibird. And we are the only gunners here right now. We got a pilot, and that's it. Brodog can't stay behind and man the minigun, so once we're out of the Vertibird, it's going to get tough. Yo, somebody's shooting at us. This is 200 years after the apocalypse, so it would make sense that if someone saw something flying in the sky, they'd get pissed. They'd be like, shoot it down! Screw them! Who cares? They gotta be evil! Or maybe they think we're gods. In any case, I could definitely see people just, like, starting shooting at us from the ground for no reason. It looks like the game froze, but I can't tell. No, it did not, thank goodness. It just kind of froze for a brief second. Massive, should I get an Xbox One? If you want to get an Xbox One, yeah. I mean, I would have your main decision factors be, do your friends have an Xbox One? Or do you have a PlayStation 4?
Send them out before we drop.
You know? If your friends have an Xbox One, then maybe you want to play with your friends and you can't get a PlayStation 4. Or vice versa. The second thing I would look for is exclusives. Whichever console has more exclusives that you'd rather own, there you go. That's what you should do. Next live stream will be this weekend. It's going to be Star Wars Battlefront.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Holy crap. I think I hear the Institute. What? Yo, Fallout 4 just crashed. Oh my goodness. We just crashed the game. I don't know how. But we're going back in. It was too much. It was too much for the game to handle. Massive, you take one of the power suits. Core, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Will. I saw that comment earlier. Will was giving us his suggestion that we take out a fusion core just before it's expended, and then we can sell it for full price. Which is a good idea, and you definitely should do that because, I mean, you'd get like a few more seconds, maybe 10, 30 more seconds of use out of that fusion core, or you could sell it for a crap ton of caps and basically lose nothing, which is the way to go. What do mods do? Mods improve the game, change the game, or add things to the game. What they add, improve, or change, it could be anything. It could be guns, it could be new locations, graphics, quest lines, NPCs, armor, weather, survival effects with gameplay in terms of like you have to eat to survive or you have to drink to survive, stuff like that. We're almost back in Fallout 4 after that awful crash. I was a little hesitant of like my Xbox and was kind of worried about it, but hopefully it's doing okay now. Oh my god, it's hot. Oh my goodness, my Xbox is so hot. You weren't muted for giving advice, J1G Son. You were muted for spamming the advice. We did go into the perks, and I did mention, like, I did acknowledge it, like, the nuclear physicists. Unfortunately, we're too low of a level. But once we are a higher level, we're definitely going to nuclear physicists, because that is super useful in terms of, like, not expending fusion cores as quickly. However, I see most comments and may not have time to actually, like, engage in them, or, you know, I might be doing something in the game, or someone might be talking in the game, but you don't need to spam it. If you send it, like, you know, a few times, I will, like, most likely have seen it, and I try to acknowledge it whenever I can, which I did, you know, in the perk chart, but we're just not a high enough level, which sucks. In fact, what level are we? We are level 39. Hey, we're almost there! We're so close! All we gotta do is just get a couple more levels, and we'll be able to get some of those higher ranked science stuff. Which is why we're putting a lot of level up points into intelligence, so we are ready when the time comes. Alright. Excellent, we got a flight of mass fusion. I was afraid that it might have wiped out some of our saves or corrupted them, but it looks like it hasn't. So all we need to do is head up to the Pridwin and try this thing again. Hey, cool, we got a massive family member from Turkey. Yeah, that's what's so awesome about YouTube. Like, you can hang out with people from all over the world, no matter where they are. Our massive family member has people from everywhere. It's so cool. In fact, if I had like 300-some thousand pins, I would put a pin where every single one of you guys live on a map. And just keep that map forever. Cherish it. Because that would be really badass to own. Alright. I'm ready. Let's do this. Although, I'm gonna see if I can wait, because I would like this to be daytime, and dawn is breaking. So I'm gonna see if there's a chair or something that I can sit in on the Pridwin. Yes, there is a chair! Alright, I'm gonna wait until it's daytime so we can see the full glory of this, and maybe that'll also sort out whatever glitch happened last time that, like, prevented us from playing the game and it made the game crash. What happened to Kiri? She's at Sanctuary Hills. She's doing fine. I just didn't want her to be around some of these questionable things that we're doing. Alright, shout out to the Beast Boy! Shout out to Will and Forsum. Shout out to Jimmy Dyer. Will says, I thought you couldn't go over 2 hours. I can't go over 2 hours if I need to edit my live stream. But if I don't need to edit my live stream, I can live stream pretty much as long as I want. I've done 12-hour streams before in the past. Yes! It is daylight! Alright, this is gonna be perfect for us. Shout out to Jack's Gaming Official. This one Pizza 48. Massive, didn't Dance have a full set of T60? We do. We're not actually wearing T45 power armor. I'm not sure why it says that, but we have Dance's full set of T60 power armor. Right here. Let me make sure it is T60. Is it T60? Yeah, it is. It's beautiful power armor. It's got its paint and everything. We are now the rank of Paladin in the Brotherhood of Steel. We've committed unspeakable atrocity to get here. We're not done yet. In fact, we're about to hop in a vertibird and commit some more. Let's do it. Quick save! Alright, so we're gonna board this vertibird with Proctor Ingram. We're gonna head to Mass Fusion, take out the Institute, and grab a power core for Liberty Prime. Happy New Year, massive family! Holy shit.
Roger that, Scabbard.
Holy shit, hold on. Hold on. Just confirmed, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has died when he had to jump from a burning building in Dubai from the 11th floor. Are you serious? No fucking way. Hold on, guys, breaking news. I'm confirming or disconfirming these reports. Okay, that can't... No, the news would have been all over that already. Okay, thank God. You got me! You son of a... Alright, so I just got... I got tricked. Seriously, I did get tricked. I thought, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just died. Because that's, you know... that's completely plausible. That, Dwayne Johnson may have been in, like, Dubai when that happened. No, he's not dead. Holy shit. That's not true. Thank God for that. Alright. Moving out in our vertibird. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is alive and well. He just tweeted 17 minutes ago. We are now permanent enemies with the Institute. I hope we're good with our, decision. We're actually using Paladin Dance's power armor, as you can see, which is pretty badass. But luckily that was bullshit. That got me. My heart froze, and I was like, no way. I actually found out that Robin Williams died in a live stream. I believe I found that out in a live stream. Holy shit. Yeah, he's not... Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not dead, but I was just thinking, like, how awful that would be if he was. We're taking a vertibird to Mass Fusion right now. Oh my god, I got trolled hard. Hopefully the Xbox does not crash. It did last time we were trying to do this. But, yeah, I got my fingers crossed. And we got Brodog right next to us. Look at him. Look at that cute little face. That is adorable. To war. Alright, looks like the game is getting a little choppy. Ew, it's getting a little choppy, but it's trying. It's trying. We are good so far. And holy crap, that is the rooftop of General Atomics. Or whatever this is that we're going to. We got synths on the rooftop. Taking them down. One synth is out. Engaging other synths. We are now a permanent enemy of the Institute, by the way. Look at that. Mass fusion. This is the place. Engaging synths. Excellent. Synth is down. More synths have been sighted. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're taking them out nice and steady. One final synth remaining. Going in for one more sweep. No eyes on other synths. This must be the final one. Synth spotted. Engaging synth. Get some! Get some! Get some! Woo! Yeah, boys! Feel like we're in Apocalypse Now. Alright, I think we're good. It looks like they're moving in. Are they moving in for a landing? I can't tell! Vertibird is going in hot! Holy crap, we are going in hot, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to take down all these synths and make ourselves a permanent enemy of the Institute.
Go, go!
See you on the roof, Paladin.
Alright, jumping from Vertibird. We're going in hot. This LZ is filled with hostiles. Disengaging. Synth spotted.
Destruction of fellow synth verified.
Holy crap, this railway gun is so good. This thing is so sweet. You can even retrieve your railway spikes from the bodies. That is awesome. Look at that. Renewable ammunition. Yo, this is what we should use in real life, guys. Renewable ammunition. That is fantastic. That is awesome. No longer do we need to put a strain on the environment by manufacturing bullets. Instead, every soldier can use the railway spike. After he fires it into the skull of an enemy, he can then retrieve this spike from the bloodied remains and load it back into his gun. I'm guessing we'll have to go in there at some point. What's behind door number 1? Wow. Something big and something nuclear. I can't believe they had all this nuclear stuff in the middle of a city.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way. Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied. Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal? That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building. You are hiding because you fear death.
Holy crap. Well, I wonder if he got back to work or not. In any case, we're going to use this agitator now. I guess it never made it to the government. I'm guessing the bombs fell just after that conversation. Well, we gotta unlock this advanced research lab terminal. This might be a little tricky, but we're just gonna brute force it. For the sake of being fast for a live stream. Personal intramail 77, the year the bombs fell. Let's see what this says. As per your instructions, the beryllium agitator has been installed in our primary reactor on sub-level 1. I've also increased security on all the key readers in the building, so you'll need your executive keycard handed if you want to use it on any of the elevators. So we gotta find an executive keycard. I'd like to go on an official record that I'm opposed to accelerating the project schedule. I find it disturbing that the current events, example being global unrest, hasn't had an effect on your decision. While I realize your recent contact with the U.S. military might be making it difficult to follow a rational course of action, I strongly urge you to reconsider. I thought this is exactly why you left Poseidon, Carl. Personal intramail. I've been monitoring the reactor for a few weeks now, and the beryllium agitator is running at peak efficiency. In fact, I've only detected an EM spectrum decay of less than 0.1%. Holy shit. If you're hoping for a stable plasma reaction, it looks like you've found it. Congratulations. Perhaps you and the military should open a bottle of champagne together. See if we have any more useful information in here. As of this morning, Dr. Noel Chandrich was escorted from the building and his contract with Mass Fusion has been terminated. Oh, he left! His terminal memory has been wiped and all of his research transferred to our mainframe. Dr. Chandrich has been made aware that any attempt to seek employment of a rival nuclear power company will result in a lawsuit, as per his contract. His pension and benefits are now frozen. If there's anything else you need to know from HR, please let me know. Then the bombs fell. All employees are invited to the 2077 holiday celebration. We'll be holding the festivities on the roof of our main headquarters this year, so you'll be able to dine with a loved one while overlooking our beautiful city. A full bar and live music will be on hand, as well as a special fireworks display at 10 p.m. Hope to see you there. I wonder if we can still activate the fireworks. That would be awesome. Yeah, we have been streaming for 3 hours and 16 minutes. Jack Bayer. Where's that keycard? There we go. Both a password and a keycard.
You found the keycard. Good. Now we can get that elevator running.
Copy that. Let's head inside.
Going down.
Keycard has been accepted. Oh no, I left my friends behind! Until they teleport in here with me. Watch this. It's gonna be like magic. They're just gonna pop up in front of my eyes. My goodness, this view. Imagine working at this joint. Wow. Feels like the Avengers initiative here. That is incredible. It's getting awfully dark. Yo, I can't even see anymore. Oh, it's a loading screen. I just saw the loading screen symbol in the bottom right-hand corner. It was covered up by my microphone. Ingram's power armor is just the power armor frame without the armor on it. My frame looks just like that if, you know, my power armor is destroyed. She uses it because she don't have any legs. Look at that. See that? No legs. It's hollow. She's an amputee. She needs this. It's a prosthetic. Oh, damn! We got synths! Synth activity all the way down here. Good shot, good shot. Nice! Come on, baby, come on! Yes! Woo! Oh, I hit him right in the balls that one time. I love their logo. Look at that. Mass Fusion. Come on, come on. Just get a headshot. Headshot. Yes! Good shot! Shot him in the butt. How long is this elevator? My God! Don't tell me I gotta fight my way through this entire place. That would be insanity. Starting to run out of ammunition a little bit. Oh boy.
Area secure.
Holy crap. Yo, that synth just blew himself up.
They've knocked out the power to the elevators.
Oh, that's why he blew himself up. Because it was also power to the elevators. Damn it. The Institute is spawning synths. Damn good shot. Look at that. Look at that railway spike in his head. There's too many of them. I'll need to use VATS, which is Vault's Enabled Assist Targeting. Excellent. Good shots all around. We're just blowing their heads off. Except for that guy whom we missed. And we're now on fire. I'm thinking about just using... You know, I'm just gonna use... Yeah, I'm just gonna use my regular rifle. Instead of the railway spikes.
Unit critically damaged. Repairs.
Sweet! Damn good job, Brodog. Look at that. Brodog's always watching my back. If anybody's coming after me, he's going to intercept them before they get a chance to. Surprised I haven't found any railway spikes in these guys. Usually you'll be able to pick up the railway spikes from any dead bodies that you fire your spikes into, like that synth head. But for some reason, I didn't have that option. Always good to pick up some ammunition, though. Product development terminal. I wonder what this is. Oh, research terminal. Kathy, I just want to let you know that your work on the agitator has been invaluable. The shielding has always been a problem, but the use of graphene in the alloy was a stroke of genius. I want to let you know that I'll be recommending you for a promotion this year. Good work. Good work. Kathy, would it be possible to get a full sheet of your composite alloy within the next week? Carl's pressuring me to get the beryllium agitator online by the end of the month, or heads are gonna roll. If you run into any problems, let me know. Kathy is a great employee. You're a miracle worker, Kathy. The graphene composite shielding was the last component holding us back from getting the agitator online. And you got it done in less than a week. I don't know how I could have done this without you. Another job well done. Keep this up and you'll be a development lead in no time. Damn, Kathy! Just tearing it up! That is impressive. Well, let's keep moving. We gotta get this agitator. This agitator is what we need for Liberty Prime. If we're gonna bring him back online successfully, this is key. This is instrumental in that process. Hey, look at that. We got a Brotherhood logo on our arm. That's pretty cool. Little Brotherhood tramp stamp. Alright, I'm gonna try to head inside of this room with an expert lock. It's gonna be a little tricky trying to get inside. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ha! Alright, so the lockpick moved to the right when it broke, so I'm guessing we had to be a little further to the right. Or not. Or not. I guess more to the left. Oh boy. A little more to the left. Come on, come on. Oh, we are so close. Yes! Woo! Sweet. Second try.
We could always drop through here.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction.
This facility is humongous. You see how high we went up? Oh my god. Guys, I think I just realized where the Institute is. Surely the Institute must be down here. I mean, it looks right. I know on the map it shows the Institute as being a completely different location, but look at this place. Look at it. Look how deep it goes. This has got to be the actual physical location of the Institute. It's just too close. A massive facility that is deep, deep underground. That's a big coincidence. Oh wow. A gunner made it all the way down here. Mini nuke! Wonder what that gunner was using this mini nuke for. Oh, this place is massive. We need to get to the other side. Alright, so that door's out of order. Nothing on these desks. All the terminals are blasted out. There's an elevator. Elevator's non-functional. Could drop down that shaft. I'll do a quick save just in case we screw up and die. Hey, we got another door. Mass fusion balcony. Maybe we're not underground yet. I could have sworn we were. I don't know, the suspense is killing me. The loading screen's gonna tell us if we were actually underground or not. What faction do you think is morally right in your eyes? Oh, good question. I would have to say it's the Minutemen. I would say the Minutemen's probably the most good force in the Wasteland. Followed by the Railroad, followed by the Institute, and finally the Brotherhood of Steel. I would say they're probably the last, just because they're so racist. I don't know, I don't know too much about the Institute yet, so I wouldn't... I can't say for sure if they're third, but I want to say that they are third. It seems like they understand a lot more about the world than most people do. They understand that you need progress, we're going to need science and synths to rebuild from this nuclear wasteland. Wow, this is a long loading screen. Oh, we're not underground yet. Alright, so forget my theories. I did not realize we only traveled this distance. It looked like we traveled a hell of a lot more, but the loading screen just skewed my space-time estimations in my head. I thought we were traveling for a lot longer than that. We're working our way down through the building. This is basically a Die Hard Judge Dredd type scenario. In the way I see it, the elevators are evil. Yeah, Colleen, actually they are. They're not working for me, they're evil. Screw them. Forget about them. Massive, it's 2016 where you are, it is not 2016 where I am. Do I like Boba Fett or Jango Fett? I like Boba Fett. My boy, Boba Fett. Oh crap, did not expect you to be like right around this corner. Didn't you see me walking down the stairs? Didn't you hear me walking down the stairs? Guess not. Looks like we're gonna have a lot of synths to fight through. I will have to go through this corridor. Oh, we'll have to fight through this corridor, my mistake. Grenade out. Please be a good hit, please be a good hit. Nice. Nice. Don't know why there was blood. Oh, we got more gunners down here. Whoa! A melee shock baton Sith Patroller. Just tore him to shreds. Alright, what's in this bag? What's in the bag? Nothing's in the bag, nothing's on him. There we go, shotgun shells. Was not expecting a synth to have shotgun shells on him. Thought they only used Institute weapons and rifles. It's kind of surprising to see like a regular gun in his hands.
Please reveal yourself.
We gotta keep heading downstairs. I could jump down, save myself a little bit of hassle, but we'd miss out on some loot if we did so.
Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning.
Like that stim pack! Oh, I'm sorry, those 2 stim packs. Totally worth it! Anything else around here? Not as far as I can tell. We need to find a way downstairs, which I guess we could just jump! Nice.
Is someone present?
Nice.
Movement detected.
This place is humongous. Is that door open? Oh, nice, nice. I guess it's a storage closet. This is locked. But it's kind of out of the way, so it's not a hallway or anything. Yeah, we will be playing Star Wars tomorrow. The reason I like Boba Fett so much is because of the original Boba Fett voice. Before George Lucas did the edits on the original trilogy, Boba Fett's voice was so badass. I loved it. I realize that Boba Fett is a clone of Jango Fett. Spoilers. But I still wish that they kept Boba Fett's original voice. I know the guy is like 90 years old now, so he can't continue to voice Boba Fett, but they could at least leave in his original job. It's so good. I mean, that is what made like Boba Fett so cool in the first place. Aside from his costume, his voice was just so awesome. If it weren't for that voice and the costume, we wouldn't have Mandalorians. Excellent grenade lob. Look at that. 'Tis but a flesh wound. I simply only have both of my arms blown off. And they still come after me. The dedication these guys have. Nice. Nice. Come on, come on. They just dodge so damn much. Look at all the ammunition I'm using.
Primary sensor critically damaged.
Grenade out. And use fast on this guy in the meantime. Critical hit. Beautiful. Blew his head clean off. Look at that. His head was suspended in midair as his body like flew 10 feet in the opposite direction. Hey, reception terminal. Intramail. Order your very own Mass Fusion branded hats, shirts, shorts, swimsuits, umbrellas, neckties, cufflinks, socks, tumblers, shot glasses, coffee mugs, and more. Please see Eric Roanoke in HR for details. Yeah, no one's that passionate about their company they work for. Oh, we just have to exit? No, this is our objective over here. Okay, cool. I was like, surely we have more stuff to do inside of this facility. And we do. Is this going up or going down? Can't really tell which direct... Okay, we're going down. Underground. I was right. You actually can go underground in this building. Yeah, Star Wars movies basically kind of did create home theater sound, and in a way, I mean, it helped popularize almost everything to do with movies. So,
like that anymore.
it has a hand in anything like that, including home cinema. And they also sparked a new wave of visual effects and all kinds of stuff like that. Visual effects, sounds, what they did was incredible. Alright, so, the reason we're not actually hacking is because we're just... And this is a live stream, so... We're sticking to the actiony parts, the parts that everybody wants to see. The murder, the betrayal, the gunfire. So I'm just gonna brute force this until it goes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a brute force, but also solve it if I get the chance to. Like if I get a high likeness, I'm just gonna solve it. Well, there's a likeness of 2, so it's probably gonna be IO. Nope, wasn't IO. I don't even know what's on this thing. Oh, puzzle, that's a likeness of 1. That's a likeness of 2. Okay, what could studies be? Anything with IES. Nothing with IES. Okay, what about something that starts with an S? Nothing that starts with an S as far as I can tell. Oh boy, what could this be? There's something that ends with an S, and nothing else is in the right place, so it can't be that. It's not efforts. You know what? We need to give ourselves more chances anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Here we are solving stuff! Instead of brute forcing like I said I was gonna do. I mean, if we were brute forcing, it would have been done already. It would have been done already. You know what? Screw it. Brute force it. I get nervous whenever I'm hacking because to do it right, it can take so much time. I mean, well, not that much time, but a minute in a live stream feels like 5 minutes in a regular video. Let's try Zealous, Written, Disband. Oh my god, Proctor! 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 There you are.
Looks pretty dangerous
Listen.
in there.
Yeah. I need you to hack this terminal if you can. Execute order. Hack the
Do you have enough
terminal.
radiation protection on you?
Proctor Ingram.
Yep, I've got it covered.
Well, take these extra doses of Rad-X anyway. Can't hurt. You know, this was a nuclear research facility. If you look around, I'm sure you can find something that'll do the trick.
Well, thank you for the Rad-X. Alright, well, she's not gonna do it. I'm gonna try it one more time! One more time! Let's do it, let's do it. Qualify. Likeness of 1. Great. Section. Likeness of 1. Great. Oh, there we go. Likeness of 3. Alright. Alright, we're actually gonna solve it. I'm gonna take it seriously. And I'm gonna take my time with it, which will be faster than me not taking my time with it. Let's remove some duds and let's give ourselves some more tries. If my mother was still alive and she were watching this live stream right now, she would probably comment something along the lines of, listen, Massive G, or James, she wouldn't call me Massive G, obviously. She'd be like, if you're gonna do it, just do it right. It'll take less time to just do it right once than do it wrong a whole bunch of times and have to redo it over and over and over again. Alright, so likeness 3 for, what is it? Commits? Commits. Likeness of 3 for commits. What else could it be? Anything starting with a C. Let's see what it could be. There's an O. Can't be that. ITS? Bandits?
Nice.
There it is, bandits. Okay, yes, it's a good thing we did this. Why did I activate the Assaultron? You know what? I'm gonna activate it. I think the game doesn't want me to activate it. Alright, turret control. What can I do with this? I probably want the turrets on, I guess? What is this thing anyway? Security door control. Unlocked.
Sensor alert.
Yeah. Oh, this was a bad idea. What is this terminal? Please, shut down the units. Oh, God. Please tell me I can shut down the units. Shut off the turret. Just turn everything off. Oh, thank goodness. I've never actually seen an Assaultron in this state before. I don't actually think I've seen an Assaultron that was operable from a terminal, aside from that Greyhound racing track. Oh my goodness, you seeing this? This is the Assaultron charging her eye. That is a one-hit kill. It's a good thing that we actually turned these Assaultrons off before they shot off their, like, one-hit kill eyes on us. Oh my god. I forgot the facility we're inside of.
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system while I monitor everything from out here.
Copy that. Let's do it. This is reminding me of the end of Fallout 3. If you guys played Fallout 3, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you guys played Fallout 3, you probably saw that just as I did, or even before I did, maybe. Look, there's a hazmat suit. I don't think I need a hazmat suit, though, because I do have power armor on. I am going to give ourselves some Rad-X to ensure that we don't die from radiation, and we don't want to get radiation poisoning either. Alright, where is Rad-X?
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Here we go. Yeah, the rads in here are pretty
The
bad.
agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor.
Is this it? Is this the agitator? Interlock release. Wow. That is impressive. Beryllium reactor. I mean, beryllium agitator. This is it. This small device.
The building security
alert.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Security alert. What? What? Yo, they got turrets inside of this, like, nuclear chamber. That's crazy. Honestly, I would be concerned about security if I were, you know, part of this multi-billion-dollar facility. But I would not install turrets into that highly volatile, dangerous place. Can I get out of here? I can't seem to get out. Maybe I need to use the button system again. Nice.
Please wait.
Wow, that's a lot of rads. That's a lot of rads. I'm gonna use some Radaway. Where is Radaway? Excellent. Wow, it took away 400 radiation from me. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we are decontaminated, we have the beryllium agitator, and we are ready to rock and roll. What about you, Proctor?
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
This place has seen better days, that's for sure.
It's damn right. Exactly what am I supposed to be doing, Proctor, right now? Oh, crap! I forgot about security protocols. Oh, no way! No! Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. This is dangerous. Do you see this sentry bot? No! Oh, you know what? Grenades. Grenades, baby! I'll say! Yo, check this out. You gotta watch out. That last explosion is a doozy. You see that? My God. Honestly, that seems a bit overkill. If I were, like, in charge of, like, doing security for this place, I don't think I would put this humongous murder bot in here. That's just a little too, I don't know, unstable! Oh, no! Guys, we got a double Assaultron boss battle going on. I'm not looking forward to this. Ah! Get out of here! Get out of my face! Oh, crap. I was just able to dodge that attack. Come on, baby, come on. Come on! No! Oh, thank goodness. Something killed that previous Assaultron. I don't know what, but I'm very thankful for it. Wow, look at all those gibs from it. Look at all that gore. I'm sure a robot would puke at this sight. This is just an absolute gore fest. Nice robo butt. Look at that robo butt. This is an absolute gore fest for robots. Oh, good God. I will take that aluminum there. And the vacuum cubes too. You ready to move out, Proctor?
Amazing that this...
I guess she's not. Let me check my quest. Spoils of war. Eliminate reactor level security. I guess that's all we need to do is eliminate security. Alright, we can move out now. Sweet! Happy New Year, massive family, by the way. I'm sure it's turning New Year all over the world right now, so... I'm just gonna get that out of the way right here. Wherever you are, Happy New Year. And the massive family wishes you that as well. I'm in the US, so I don't have New Year for a little while. As soon as we get this this power for Liberty Prime, though, what is this gonna be? Wonder Glue. Sweet! Prototype lab terminal. Prototype? Prototype of what? This is a novice lock, so it's gonna be pretty simple to do it. Today's kind of like Christmas. You know, on Christmas, you got your Christmas dinner, and you got your Christmas dinner with, other Christmas dinners. Well, after we get the power back for Liberty Prime, I am gonna have to skedaddle, cause crap, I've been locked out. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. The terminals locked me out. No. I need to spend some time with my girl, cause New Year's and stuff like that. But it has been goddamn amazing celebrating New Year's with you guys and turning on Liberty Prime. Oh great! Oh, I knew it couldn't be this easy.
Just make sure you get the agitator out of here.
Oh shit! Proctor Ingram's gonna die. Yo guys, this whole building is being infiltrated by synths and by the Institute. This is not gonna be easy getting out of here. And I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to protect Proctor Ingram. She's not gonna be coming out of this thing alive. Targets have been located. I have no eyes personally. Yo, security office terminal, we should be able to turn this thing on. We will definitely be doing shoutouts before this live stream ends. Definitely. We always do shoutouts. I'm trying to brute force it, but it's not as fast as I think it is. What about Ally? Is there anything else with a Y? Because that would be pretty easy. Dank! We got Dank! Pretty dank terminal in here. What about Dark? Oh, great. What about Earl? Lightness of 2. Okay. We can work with that. I'm gonna reset our tries if we can't. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna do it. What is Earl? I bet it's... No, we already did Dark, so it's not that. There's an A in the right place and an L in the right place. It could be Call. I'm gonna look for anything else it could be. Nothing else starts with the... It's gotta be this. I'm in. Nice. I'm gonna turn on the Protectrons. I'm gonna turn on the turrets. I'm gonna unleash everything this security station has to offer against these synths. Activate units. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's roll! Yo, Ingram, we got backup coming, girl. Just sit tight. Oh my god. Yo, this place is on total lockdown! Not only do we have the security systems of the building coming after us, but we've also got a crap load of synths. Oh, is that a synth seeker inside of, like, body armor? Oh, that's Brotherhood! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just tossed a grenade at the Brotherhood! Yo, this is an all-out battle versus the synths of the Institute and the Knights and Paladins of the Brotherhood of Steel. I need to take cover. I'm getting way too much fire on me. Come on! Come on! Excellent. Synth is out. This is taking so much ammunition. So much ammunition. I need to just step back. Yo, Protectrons, don't fire at me, fire at the robots, synths! It's funny that both the synths and the Brotherhood of Steel are firing at the Protectrons. Look at that. He just went down. He took so many hits. Legendary Protectron Guardian. I didn't realize that he was a legendary. Yeah, these synths are no match. No match! The Brotherhood of Steel already evacuated, though, so I probably should have left this battle long ago. But I'm still kicking, I'm still fighting! Come on, Protectron. Just get some hits on it, please. I'm wasting so much ammo. I was at like 500 ammo a little while ago, but now I am well below that. Sweet! Wait, he's not dead. He's not dead. Oh, are you kidding me? There's more synths? Alright. So be it. I'm just gonna bayonet him to death. Nice. Alright, now all that's left is this scary-ass legendary Protectron. Oh, awesome. We completed an optional objective. Legendary Guardian is not down yet. That grenade was a little too far out. Holy crap, he just mutated. I'm out of grenades. I am out of grenades! Alright, we gotta use pulse grenades or pulse mines or something like that. This is... Cryomine's tempting, but no. Alright, we've got a... Pulse mine. This is gonna be extremely effective against a Protectron, or any robot, really. Come on, baby, come on. Just gotta let him walk a little further. Just a little more. Seriously? You're not gonna come over here and finish me off? I know you want to. Just a little further. Baby steps. Maybe if I crouch.
Engaging hostile target.
No. No. Wait. Maybe. I'll go upstairs. Maybe that'll do it. Oh, he's just going the other way. Ah, screw it. Where's my mine? Where is my mine? My mine is gone! Alright, we'll just have to use the pulse grenades then. Pulse grenade out. We wasted so much stuff on this guy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Did you see that? That's how much damage pulse does to robots. Oh! Second detonation. Didn't even notice that second detonation. Let's get out of here. This place is a mess. I like Protectrons. I think they're adorable, but you're right. They're not the smartest robots around. Mr. Handies are smarter than them. iBots are smarter than them. Sentry bots, definitely. Obviously, the ones with the brains, whatever those are called, mother brains, those are smarter than Protectrons. Yeah, Protectrons, that's the lowest totem. That's the lowest robot on the robot totem pole. Happy New Year's, massive family. When does it finish? Until, it's not going to finish until we get the Power Core 2 Liberty Prime. But we are almost there, so I'm actually going to set up the Shadowhouse right now. Let's do it. Where is it? Where are they? There it is. There it is. Alright, that is ready to go. Massive, who's your favorite hero from Star Wars Battlefront? Honestly, it would probably have to be a cross between Palpatine and Han Solo. Love me some Han Solo. But Palpatine's a lot of fun to play as well. Alright, all we have to do now is return to Boston Airport. Let's head out. Also, that's a creepily, realistically drawn boy with those donuts. How many donuts? For $42? Dozen donuts? Is that $42 for the donuts? Also, the game froze because we're auto-saving. Thanks, game! There we go. Dozen donuts for $42. Honestly, our inflation's getting there. It'll be there eventually. Oh my goodness, this game. Game is Game is back. Game is back. Game freezes a little bit now and then. So weird seeing the word mass out of context. I don't know, I've just seen mass in terms of us, like massive shortened, so often now that whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, well, that's us. No, it's a word! It's not your YouTube family, it's a word, James. What faction do you think you would pick if I were in Fallout? Like, in real life, what would I pick? Probably the Minutemen. In all honesty, I'd probably pick the Minutemen because they seem like they're doing the best for the people. And I respect that. Shout out to Dark Revolution Play. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Jacob Mouth. Shout out to Epic Destroyer 03. Shout out to Emic Bacali. Shout out to Will Green and Let's Play Mike and Ben the Gamer. And here is Liberty Prime next to the Pridwin. Beautiful. We've got your flibbity goopler technology, whatever that is.
I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
That's funny. I seem to remember having to talk you into letting me come along. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do.
Copy that. Completed Spoils of War.
Well, this is it. The moment of truth. We've pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power, he'll head straight for the Institute. Elder Maxon wants you to follow, and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece. I've checked every wire and every bolt on the big guy. All we need to do is plug in the agitator, start Prime's reactor, and cross our fingers.
Copy that. And with that, I'm leaving this episode on a cliffhanger. I'm being that guy right now. Thank you, massive family, for joining me for this live stream. Time for the 2 minutes of shoutouts. Shout out to Jack Gaming Official. Shout out to Multiple Ace, Ryan G, Jacob Tours. Shout out to Ben the Gamer 02, Rocks Comics, A Sin, Let's Play Mike. Shout out to Donald Trump, who's in the chat room. Shout out to I'm a Hostile Gamer, Zombie Lego Boy, James Bates, Will Enforcem. Shout out to Rose. Excuse me, that had to burp. Shout out to Rose Play. Shout out to Kyle Tenor. Shout out to Elijah Myers, Cindy, and the best Darth Vader ever. Shout out to Lewis. Shout out to Kelvin. Shout out to Daniel Grimaldi. Shout out to Multiple Ace. Shout out to SpongeBob SquarePants. Shout out to Emmett. The chat room just figured out I'm leaving them on a cliffhanger, and everybody's going, no! They're all going Anakin on me. Shout out to Kelvin. Shout out to Ahmed. Shout out to Harry Banks. Shout out to Kyle Tenor. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to RM Gaming, Sean B, Rebecca Quintana, Elijah Myers, Xavier Steele. Shout out to Sean B. Damn it, I keep shouting out the same people over and over again. Shout out to WL Yoshi. Shout out to Griff Gaming, Brennan Ross, The Joker, Alex Windhorst. Shout out to Luis Velasco. Shout out to Squirtle Rock. Shout out to Geek Nerd 1, TC Gamer 49, Amanda Smith. Shout out to Alexander Mesa, The Beast Boy, Sandy Smith, Supermoto Matt 55, Spast Haxon, The Falcon Guy from Germany, Kenneth Wu, Hyatt Mustafa. Shout out to you. That's a pretty badass last name. Shout out to Justin Riley, Pedro, Griff Gaming, Santos, Mr. Wiggly Waffle. Shout out to Jermaine. Shout out to Omar. Shout out to Adam Sharkley, Ranapat. Shout out to Joel. Shout out to Sparky Gaming 223. Shout out to Why So Sidious, Implosion Explode, Let's Play Mike, RM Gaming, Santos Romeo. Shout out to Pyro Enderslayer and Noah Schaefer. And shout out to William G. And that is the timer. But if you guys enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to leave a like down below or join our massive family. We do these streams almost every single day, and we will be live streaming again tomorrow, and I hope you guys join me for that live stream tomorrow. Time for a shout out challenge! I'm going to do as many shoutouts as I can in one breath, and I'm going to be counting how many shoutouts I do. I'm going to try to break my record, which is like 32. Shout out to Emmanuel, Will, Let's Play Mike, Aiden, Mr. Fuzzy, Andrew Strong, That One Guy. Shout out to Jax Gaming Official. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Colleen. Shout out to Jimmy Dyer. Shout out to Jarslav, Angelo, J1, Swan. Shout out to Paul Swada. Shout out to Ethan Music. Shout out to Stephen Williams, Falcon Guy, Andrew Strong, Blood Flang. Shout out to Cataphile. Shout out to Cindy. Shout out to Jax Gaming, Heather. Shout out to Olega. Shout out to Ethan Music, Mr. Fuzzy, Jermaine. Shout out to Will and G. Whoa. So I like vacuum seal my my lungs and stuff when I do that. Holy crap. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We did 29? 29 shoutouts? Well, we didn't beat our record, and I blame those of you guys that have long names. I blame you for my shortcomings. Take care, guys. Happy New Year. And I hope your 2016 is filled with gaming and awesomeness and happiness. I really do. Each and every one of you. I hope we all have an awesome new year. And I'll be here with you every step of the way for it. And so will the massive family, so I'm looking forward to 2016. I hope you are too. And I'll see you on the other side. Game massively, everyone. Take care.